I wanna fuck.
Colonizer. I want to find you and I want to take a porcupine and jam it up your ass.
I won't. You could even take down your niece's pussy. How good it take down my candle? Yeah, and I hope you know that. Yeah, and I hope you know that he's only 12, the sick fucker. It doesn't matter. Age.
You shoot me?
Joe, I swear to God, if you don't stop, I will shoot you, Joe Cronin.
Oh my God, die.
Come, you fucking crazy fuck. Come down.
Ooh, oh, I can't come. Ooh.
I love the women, I love the ladies, I love the chicks. I love the tits, the ass, and the pussy. I don't do.
Do your fucking job.
I don't know, it's just, you know, we're putting something foreign into our bodies and we just don't know what's gonna happen. Then again, I drink alcohol.
You got a dick, I'll follow you.
Yeah, after I can eat my fucking grundle hole.
I basically bust in on her.
I hate your fucking guts. I'll kick your ass, little woman. And fuck Bill Goldberg.
I play games where you get fucked to death.
Creepy sons of bitches.
Colonizer.
A lot of small ones.
I had about motherfucking 15, motherfucking 80 drinks tonight.
I'm coming on your ass, Ray. I'm coming for that ass. Yeah.
Everybody just kept pounding it in there.
Oh my God, die.
Friday night!
Blow me.
Didn't do much wrong. X-Pac is a pussy. Listen, I don't trust anybody who needs to carry a fucking little dog with them everywhere. Alright? X-Pac, do you hear me? I don't trust X-Pac. I don't trust anybody who used to do drugs, do what he did to China, be on drugs, be a piece of shit. I don't trust anybody like that. And I certainly don't trust a guy who needs to hold a dog under his arms to take a piss. You need a dog to take a piss.
MVP was mad. Jericho. MVP went to a hotel lobby where I were staying. Jericho said I don't wrestle jobbers to MVP.
Oh shit. That's awesome, Alex Oli. So MVP is another angry another angry liberal former convict who wants to attack Jericho. Fuck you, you criminal fuck, MVP. Why don't you go kill somebody over your fucking goddamn beliefs? You weird fucking unable to wrestle, fucking washed up, most victimless player. You piece of shit. And fuck you, X-Pac, with your dog under your arm to take a shit. X-Pac, you hear me, Sean Waltman? You blocked me on Twitter for nothing. You fucking skinny, fucking cracked out midget. Fuck. You blocked me for no fucking reason. I hate everybody. That's the difference between me and you fucks. I hate everybody equally. Fuck them all. Fuck them in the ass, and fuck you, X-Pac. Go fuck your dog, you pussy. I wouldn't trust you with a fucking garden hose, you piece of shit. I'll get you and your little dog, too.
Shit, bum.
I'm seeing a pattern. MVP ex-convict, SPAC druggie, Jericho 30-year successful career makes donations to help people in need. Glenn Jacobs Mayor.
I'm so glad you brought this up. I'm going to make a video on this later. I'm tired of terrible, evil people attacking other people physically. Alex Oli, thank you, bro. What up, Alex Oli? I'm serious, man. Send this to fucking X-Pac.
My God,
you fucking criminal convict fuck. You're so fucked up you need a dog to jerk off. You need a dog to take a piss, jerk off. You probably need a dog to rape somebody right now, X-Pac. Sean Waltman, you're a fucking scumbag.
That's right.
An MVP. Why don't you go stab someone again, you fuck, like your goddamn hero, fucking
Good
goddamn fucking cocksucker from the Vikings.
Ray Lewis. I meant Ray Lewis. That's what I was talking about. MVP is the Ray Lewis of WWE. So I went in on him. He's the Ray Lewis of WWE. What's up, everybody? The Celtics are playing. AEW Rampage is over. And it's Friday night, so you know what that means. It's time for Monetize This. Over 370 episodes of Monetize This since 2014. And the Celtics are playing in the NBA Championship against the Warriors. Good, close game tonight. I fucking really don't watch basketball too much anymore because I just can't deal with four quarters. You know, you just watch the last 5 minutes and you're done. And because of that, you know, I just don't watch a lot. But I have watched almost all of the last two series, which is kind of amazing. Not almost all, but maybe like 3/4 of each game at least or so, depending on when I get home, you know. But I do have, you know, the stuff on my phone, so I'm able to see it that way. But yeah, crazy game, man. Celtics are up by 4 again. It's been back and forth in Boston. I should have gone down there and just acted like a maniac in front of the Garden for you guys, and maybe we could knock out one of their fans, like we're like the New York Rangers. You know what I mean? Knock out a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. Why not? Justin Bieber has Ramsay Hunt syndrome. What the hell is that? Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Oh, no foul call. They're going to be pissed over there. The Warriors are on that one. How's everybody doing? We got a big Discord. Discord's on mute, by the way. If Discord's talking, I'm sorry, guys. I haven't unmuted yet. I will in a minute. I got a, you know, little... We could use one more person, maybe, but, you know, you jump on the on-hold section if you can. If you want to come on the show. 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 in here. So we can have, let me see. We can have 6 in here. We can maybe have one more in here, but you got to jump on the on-hold section. So if you want to be on the show, jump on the on-hold section, and we'll get you on there, and we'll get you going if you want to be on the show tonight. But that's up to, you know, that. So, all right.
I'm coming for you.
Thanks, Leah. My wife is coming. Now, Leah has confirmed she did say she'd do foot pics. I mean, that's on her. I have nothing to do with it. I said, no, like, that's crazy. And then I said, you know, if you'd done foot pics 2 years ago, we could have sold foot pics for like $2,000, like legitimately. Like, people would have paid that like 2 years ago. It's fucking crazy, but it's true. Now I don't know who would pay that for her. I don't know how, you know, she's not really over the way she used to be. That's what I tried to tell her. I was like, you know, you're not really, you know, not really over like you used to be, you know. I mean, God, the biggest simp for her was D Moon, and now he plays video games with her every day. So, you know, why would he care? You know, he'll just get them probably from her on the private DM. You know. So and if JB sees him, he may never play with her again. So she may be out of a friend if she shares her foot pics. So I think that could be a mistake on her part. But we'll see, man. We'll see what's up. 130 strong going AEW Rampage. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Celtics and Warriors. Justin Bieber has gone, well, he's gone Coco shot. You know, somebody got the shot. I don't know, bro. Was it worth it? I don't know. I had one shot. Maybe I'll die of that heart attack thing. You know, a nice 38-year-old heart attack. You know, that'd be nice. And nobody can sue the companies. Remember that part. That's the craziest part, right? Is nobody can sue you. You can't sue the Coco people. You can't sue them because you signed a waiver that said, nope, you can't do that. So, good luck. Celtics are only up by 1 right now, by the way. That's not good for them. All right, let's undo the Discord here and, like, unleash. What's up, everybody?
What the fuck is up, Joe Cronin?
There it goes. Now it works. What the fuck?
What's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Fuck.
Who's this?
Let's get wild and fucking extreme.
Really? Are you getting that sexy tonight? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, that's big
I got the cream ready. I got the cream ready up my ass.
Who's Cola? Who are you?
Refresh Cola. Nice to meet you, man. Well, you already know who I am.
Wait, who are you?
Oh, I used to watch you for a long time.
But what's your name? How would I recognize you, though?
Oh, well, I used to go by an old name.
What's the old name?
Creeper Hostage.
Oh, shit. Wow, your balls dropped.
I know.
What the hell?
Now. I don't go by that name anymore.
Oh my god, dude, you're fucking. What happened to your balls? Like, holy shit! Last time
you big on my fucking grapefruits.
The last time you said anything, you're like, it's me, Creeper Hostage. That's great.
Yeah, but you know, I don't go by that name anymore. It's retired.
Retired name, retarded.
Yeah,
I mean, retired.
Retired and retarded. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, you know that porno that X-Pac did with China?
Yes, the one where he raped.
If you watched it, yeah, if you watch the deleted scenes, you can actually see him fucking China. He's holding the dog while he's doing it.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a sicko! I knew he was a sicko.
I think it's a dog.
He probably beat the dog too, like on the side. Like
it wasn't whimpering.
Dude, he probably beat the dog, stabbed it, raped it, ate it. He probably did all kinds of shit to it. Then he fed it. He's gonna feed it to MVP. Dude, you know, MVP thing, I don't know about that story. That's all over the place earlier. I was kind of joking about most of that anyway. But, I mean, X-Pac really is a pussy for blocking me, though. I don't understand that. So, I really do have a grudge there. And he's like, oh, I'm so hurt. He's like, I'm hurt. Your tweet hurt me.
His anus is still torn.
Did Kane's tweet really hurt you, X-Pac? Dude, I bet the dog gets beaten up whenever X-Pac feels hurt.
Mick Foley called out Kane today on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, my heart hurts for what you said.
Why don't you get a daughter that isn't a slut? How about that?
I like sluts.
I'm sorry. But no, seriously, your daughter's on OnlyFans.
Celtics doing?
What was that?
Losing,
I don't know what they're doing. The Celtics are fucking, they're all over the place, man. They're trying to lose at home. Yeah, they're trying to lose at home.
Steph Curry just made him look like an ass.
Steph Curry's on fucking fire tonight, and the Celtics are like, yo, let's tie this up. We got to go 7. The NBA guy said we go 7. They said whoever has the best record at 5 wins, but then we have to make it go 7. Wouldn't that be funny?
You're gonna lose home
court. Shoot a 3 right now. That's what they got to do. Shoot a 3, tie the game.
Shoot a 3-year-old, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. Oh, Stu Grayson called out. Everyone's calling out Kane. What are they gonna call? What are they calling out Kane for? His opinion? Was he gonna change his opinion? Yeah. Like, what are they calling him out for? I don't even agree. I don't 100% agree with Kane, but what are they calling him out for? What is he called out for? Like, what is he like? Oh, we're calling you out. What, for his opinion? What are you gonna do about it? What the fuck are you gonna do about a guy's opinion? Tell him
nothing.
What? Like,
you can't do nothing about it, dude. It's his opinion. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I shouldn't have said that." No, that's his fucking opinion. That's his fucking word. Keep it as it is.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Or maybe
I'm just gonna be on Twitter. I apologize everybody for what I said. Maybe I should think differently. Then everybody's gonna be happy. They're gonna applaud you. No way, dude. Fuck that. That's his life. That's his mind. He could think what he wants. He could say what he fucking wants, bitch.
I'm still mad that he took off his mask. That is something I'll call him out for that. That's about it.
Mick Foley's turned into a fucking pussy since retirement.
Who, Kane?
He used to fall off buildings. No, Mick Foley.
Oh.
Fell off cages and burning tables, and now he's just fucking pansy.
No, when he became Santa Claus, that's when it went for shit. When he started becoming Santa Claus.
Wait till it comes out that he touches kids or something. I mean, like, I hope that doesn't happen because I love Mick Foley. I still love Mick Foley. Listen, he fell off he did all this shit for us. He's brain damaged, bro. It's okay. Like, I get it. He's fucking brain damaged, you know?
He does write children's books. So.
Well, I mean,
Mr. Kako, that's why.
You know what it is, man? They're just so nice. You know what it is when you're so empathetic and nice, you're like deranged, like, and you don't even realize it. Because I was like this. I'm like this even a little bit still. I'm like this. I'm always like, oh, let's be nice and like let's do that. Like you're willing to be wrong and crazy to just sort of seem like you're being nice because you just want to be nice. Like you want, like, oh, get rid of all the guns. That sounds like a good idea. Like I agree. That'd be great, but we can't do that. You know what I mean? Like because that doesn't make sense because then we get Germany, then we get Hitler, then we get crazy other shit. So we can't do that. But theoretically, I get it. Like now, but I'm not like Kane. I'm not going to go out and start tweeting gun rights things right after a shooting, you know. But I'm also not going to go out and start trying, you know. So like, I get both of them, but honestly, bro, what are you calling him out for his opinion? Maybe he's going to call your opinion out. Maybe you ever think about that, Mick? Hey, maybe I'll jerk off to Noel Foley on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
cry. Say you shouldn't be saying this. Shame on you. You know you should be reported on fucking Twitter.
Listen,
I'm gonna jerk off to Lacey Evans, man. She looked good tonight, and I normally don't like her, but now
those fucking
they got her doing the Lex Luger gimmick. Now that she's doing, looks fucking good.
Yeah. Maybe she'll slam Dewdrop. Maybe she'll have her own Lex Express and then she'll slam Dewdrop and they can make Dewdrop a pineapple eater or whatever you call them.
Luger could be a manager like Zeb Coulter in a wheelchair.
Oh, that would be really cool to make Luger a manager while he's in the wheelchair. That's interesting. And Luger's first thing he does is like, you know, Lacey Evans has a match. A battle royal, right? And they call out the numbers and no one shows up to the battle royal but her. And then later they cut to the back and 7 girls are passed out in the locker room and Luger just slipped him a little fucking Coca-Cola just like he did Elizabeth. Oh my god.
She could torture
the Miss Elizabeth Cup. That's what should be
called. The Miss Elizabeth Cup. Oh man.
Memorial tournament.
Lex Luger poisoned all the women in the back. That's funny.
An overdose. Yeah.
Who's Jack Del Rio? Is he like a wrestler like Alberto Del Rio?
No, he used to be the coach of the Jaguars. He's the Commanders' defensive coordinator. He was talking good about, well, not good, but about the riots. And he took that opinion that nobody likes. And now they fined him for it.
What do you think about Justin Bieber's crooked eyes, man? This guy clearly vaccine related, it looks like.
No, man, he's on that heroin again, brother.
Yeah, maybe that's what happens when you have the vaccine, but you've had a lot of heroin. Then your eye's crooked.
Yeah, it's a mix of intoxications. He's fucked up. Look at those tattoos.
Yeah.
Maybe he got a disease from his pet monkey.
You know what? I'm betting that's from probably the trans hookers that he fucks.
No, it was, you know, who was Selena Gomez? That's who. Selena Gomez gave him the fucking disease.
How tall is she, by the way? Is she like 5'3", Selena Gomez? Do we know?
I think she's like 5'4".
Dan, we got to get Dan Kennedy a camera because we deserve to be seeing his, you know,
his fucking massive cock.
His lips big.
Yeah, I got a question, Dan.
Yo.
No offense, but for this is for Dan.
Oh yeah.
Dan, I gotta ask you something, man. When an autistic person has sex, no offense.
Oh.
I wouldn't know about sex.
No, but I'm just
that's right. Oh my God. Somebody.
Well, this is no honest to God question because I never asked this question before to an autistic person.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong autistic person.
All right, now let's just say someone who's more up in the spectrum, right? Let's
Maybe
say,
she asked your mom.
Oh.
Here we go.
She's the most autistic probably
Nah, you should ask yours. She was at the 2-for-1 discount. So.
Oh.
No, but no, seriously though. Like, let's say an autistic person gets head, right?
Right.
He's like, it's like since it's so new, is he like that, or is he gonna like freak out? You know,
Right.
because this is some real shit. Because I knew an autistic kid when I was younger.
Right.
Are we, well, how far?
Yeah, you looked in the mirror and saw yourself.
Are we talking me or are we talking Tommy and C?
Well, what do you? No, I know what he sounds like because he just takes it. He like rapes it. He like basically sort of gets rapey with his friend Crystal. So like he comes like when he touches her like.
I thought she died. She's still alive.
She could be dead. She's probably dying of AIDS, but she's probably still alive.
They got like a Katie Vick
that guy
relationship.
all the time.
Nah, I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't.
You know, man, she was a
I
trailer
wasn't
park
here for
hooker. I would
I
love.
wouldn't know because I wasn't here for that stuff, man. I don't really know Tommy and C that much.
I bet you if I could get her
I was
naked.
talking to this dude earlier.
Oh, you knew him all right.
He was here when you were cool with Catman from New York.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's like the last time I ever like religiously watched Joe, like with JD and that shit. But you know, that's in the past. This is now. This is a brand new fucking era in the Joe Croner community.
Man,
This is a fucking brand new era.
that's about 3 eras ago. Like what you just like.
Yeah, this is a brand new era, boy.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to get 5 minutes alone with Crystal, get her naked, and then convince her I'm her father. That's what I'd like to do.
I'm getting out the other 20 guys that done it
Playing a
already.
Grizzly Adams angle there.
Just sit down with her. Just say,
Me and Grizzly Smith.
you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Grizzly
back-
Adams
back
did
in
have
the
a
day.
beard, and so didn't fucking Crystal down in her puss.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, guess what?
Well,
Remember who's that other big fat pig he used to be friends with? Remember? Oh yeah, Ashley. Like
Oh,
he.
No. Oh, I thought you were
Remember
talking
Ashley?
about Tyler.
No, that big Ashley. Remember her fucking belly at the pool? Her stomach had a face. Anyone remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
Joe,
dude.
You remember Tyler Black?
That blob bitch.
Oh yeah, big fat Tyler Fat. Yeah, Tyler Fat.
I remember
yeah.
that dude. Dude, I just thought of him right now because you mentioned fat people, and I was like, oh yeah, this guy. I remember that guy.
Yeah, he was a big gigantic fuck. He was, and he had a baby, dude, with his girl. Like, and they were like
What?
retarded. Yeah, like, dude. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's why when you're watching AEW MJF, he mentions Hick. That's what you see on the camera.
Oh, I couldn't believe it, dude. The baby, he looked like a big retard on the floor, and he's like, then his girl is blind, legit blind, and she's in the background.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and she looked like a Down syndrome person, and then the baby is sitting on the floor between them, and I'm just like, oh my god, how did they? Like and I know they live with their parents, I guess, but it's just like,
Joe,
oh
you know,
my god,
Joe, you know what you're describing?
what's
A
that?
family from Kentucky.
Yeah, many families. Well, that's probably where they're from. That's actually, I think that is.
Red, but lower class.
That actually might be where he's from. I'm not kidding about that.
He'll be
a
in a
little
trailer
more
park.
down south. A little more down south.
Wow, you
In a
remember?
trailer park on a mountain somewhere, fucking a horse or whatever they do down there.
It was weird. What I just said is 100% true. Like it's kind of not funny, but it's kind of funny. Like it's not.
That's the truth. What do you see down there? You see people that are inbred. You see people with cleft lips.
Mhm.
You see people that think a little different than
They
normal
bang
people.
horses,
But,
horses, kids, and squirrels and everything like that.
you fucking see Cletus fucking a raccoon in the fucking back of the fucking RV, bitch.
Did someone really just ask me if I know who Airsoft Fatty is, dude? We're the ones who like found that fucking guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Nobody does. Ready? Watch. Take a look at this. I know. This is a video from.
Oh, big three for Bob.
Oh, big boy. Yeah, I seen that just now. Hell yeah. So this is from a few years ago. It's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And by the way, this was 4.
Have you guys seen this? Alex Jones
4 years ago. 4 years ago.
and that loser. Have you guys seen this video that's been going viral? I don't know if you
Which
guys
one?
seen this. There's this lightsaber.
Bloody weed, Jedi! I was weed, jackass!
You can still listen to every episode of Corrupted on Patreon. Yeah. Remember this?
Oh my
Bobbit!
Oh, this is gonna be filthy mouth. Bobbit with the goddamn belt soon.
Filthy mouth Bobbit!
I'm a fat guy, but that's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, look at him.
Look at that photo right there. His back looks like an.
There's no way we're coming back from this.
That's a real life hamburger helper right there.
You want to talk about big stuff? There you go.
What the fuck is that?
That's hard. Throwing his ass.
Yo, are you allowed to?
Good, bro.
Watch this.
Out! Just like
Just keep watching.
the old days of the Sith army! Anger is not the way of the
Oh, you good, bro?
Oh, dude, I'm dying. I'm dying.
I think I did. You good, man?
I think I just shit myself.
Oh, shit.
Is that fun?
Removing like it looked like, bro. I swear to you, I could never watch
That's the
anything
type of
else
person you'll
ever
see at
if
one
I
of
could
those
just watch that.
Xbox
Anger is not the way of the
Hey, that's a real life hamburger helper right there.
Oh my god, dude. That is.
That's the fucking. Hey, that's the hamburger right there, dude. Fucking took all those fucking big fucking nuggets and shit.
Dude.
Sir King Fat Fuck. That's his name.
That's one of the
Hey, you
funniest
remember
fucking thing.
Dude, those fucking rage videos with those fat kids playing the Xbox and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's
Yeah.
the shit right there, bro.
Look at his hips.
Those are the kind of
Look at his hips.
Anger is not the way of the
Mountain Dew and Doritos right there.
Oh, the back of his head, dude. Out of all that, he goes my ass. I like how he goes my ass. He lands on his fucking head. Watch him fall in. Watch him fall in
Look
slow
at that
motion.
back right there.
Oh my god.
How does a human get that big? I don't understand that.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
he should be a defensive lineman for a football team or something.
no, he should be he should be a defensive warning before someone goes into McDonald's. That's fucking don't go in here. Look at my tits.
Hey, Joe, that's what happens when you're on food stamps.
He's not now. He's probably got some money after everything. 10 million views on this.
He probably got died of a fat hog sack.
His parents are skinny as fuck, but he's the big one. That's
Doxes his own fucking license plate and the fucking.
He's laying up in a hospital right now. With a fat
Look at that
attack.
kid's sideburns right there.
Oh, look at his pecker. Is that his pecker or his stomach? I can't tell.
Nah, that's his fucking stomach.
I love that guy.
Yeah, you know that guy's fucking
Pecker's
hung
under
up.
his stomach. He looks like Tommy's little brother.
Oh, it's fucked up.
Man, the Celtics better do something, bro. They gotta hit. They gotta hit a 3-pointer.
We're gonna lose
Curry hits this. He's got 40.
Fat tardies in my leg.
We're gonna fucking lose at home. I'm gonna shoot myself again. No, give it to fucking. Oh my god,
Yay.
he just shot an air ball, dude.
They probably lost this game.
Yep, they
Look
just
at
did.
the
Well, they
scores.
just did right there on that air ball. They needed
Yeah,
it.
they're done.
Who the fuck was that?
Why?
Oh, the
did-
white guy.
Why?
There you go.
Why didn't? No. Who should have shot the three? What's his face? He's been hot like all this series.
They all
the ball
choke. Like when it's the fourth quarter, like fucking less than a minute, they choke now.
Bro, now we got. Now it's tied up again. Here we go. We're going 7. Here we go. Nice fucking 7-game series. Cut my
Home
feet
court.
off. Oh,
And they have home
That's the last resort. You need some money.
Curry woke
Hey,
up
yo, I got a
tonight.
question.
What's up?
You ever had an encounter with a hooker?
Oh,
No, I've only seen them like driving by in Chelsea's and Revere.
I've seen
Oh,
one
yeah,
before. and
Revere Falls,
dude, you know what?
What's
I
that?
had this fucking graduation gift. I
Yeah.
got $100, and I was like, you know what? I gotta get myself a hooker.
Right?
Like I was thinking, like, dude,
Are they
I'm
legal where
18
you
now.
are? Are they legal there or no?
Yeah, you know what? I saw this fucking black chick on the road. I'm like,
All right. Well,
at
that's not a
night.
hooker. That's a homeless person. No, I'm just kidding. No, go ahead. All right, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wait, are you sure it wasn't Luis Alejandro?
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
I don't know what that is, man. Oh,
All right, no.
actually, I probably heard of her.
So what happened?
No,
Oh.
but I just saw her and I was like, Like,
Yeah.
that's the first time I ever saw a hooker was that chick. Like
Yeah.
she had a big fucking hat.
That was
like, the way she.
That might be a
the way
trans
she
person.
swayed her- probably, but the way she swayed her hips, like fuck, I was
Mm.
put under fucking voodoo magic right there.
Yeah, like Sunny Kiss. Like if you might go, you'd do it. You're desperate. You're younger. You know, you got $100 on you. You just want to come. Like, fuck it.
Like, dude, like, look at, I'm living the life of American Pie right now.
Don't do it. Just go to bars, man. I'm telling you. Well, how deranged do you look? Actually, I forget. I don't remember what you look like.
All right, should I put my video on?
Yeah,
Or
put
should
your
I
video
wait?
on. Let's see how like what we're dealing with here. Because if if you look
But,
like
you
a
know.
if you look like a fucked up Muppet, my advice isn't going to help really. But if you look
No, I look pretty. I look how you say normal
Hispanic,
but
He's borderline Muppet.
That's him.
No, but you know what? You got kind of like a mean look.
yeah, I get that a lot. People say I look fucking mean.
That's
I look
okay.
Angry.
There's some women
You know
like
he
that.
looks like Joe? You know he looks like? He looks like a school shooter, but anyway.
No, yeah, he does. He's got
And for Mongoloid.
Yeah, he do. He's planning on murdering somebody right now.
You look a little bit like my friend Ren. I've got a friend Ren who's like, he's actually kind of like chubby and stuff, but he's kind of like but he's kind of got like a nice face. So like yours, like you look like you could be mean, but you also look kind of like charming-ish. You know what I mean? So yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be okay.
I think you know what. I think it's just the weight. That's what it is.
Yeah. Wait, how old are you again?
18.
All right, good. Thank God. All right, we're not talking about like,
Yeah,
oh, you look
I'm not
pretty good.
fucking. I'm not like fucking.
No, you're okay.
Herder.
You'll get better looking as you get older. Because you still got that
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
face.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
It's the baby cheeks. That's all.
You don't have to
But
worry
look,
about
if you-
anything until you get to the age of like 21 where you're going to bars. That's when it's going to be like, that's when it's on. When you know,
unless I find someone like I settle down like at fucking 20.
well, that I thought I was going to do that. And that was,
Yeah.
I was with a
Doesn't
girl
happen.
at 18. I just left high school. Right. And I was with a
Right.
girl and then she left me after a couple. Oh no, I left my ex-girlfriend in high school for another girl, and then she ended up leaving me a couple years, 3 years later, and I met my wife. So, but I'm telling you, man, I am so glad that I had that 2006, which makes me what 22. So I'm glad I had 21, 22, and 23 pretty much single. You know what I mean? Because I had about 3 years, dude, where I hooked up with like 30 girls. I went to parties. I didn't give a shit about anything. I worked whatever job I wanted to have a couple dollars. I was living with my mom, Girls came over. I went to parties. I was free to I learned a lot about myself, even though it was like, I thought the world was over because my ex left me and I thought the whole fucking world was over. But in reality, man, I learned a ton. So if I'd say anything, I'd say don't get involved with a girl until after 24, and permanently until but that's just because that's what I did. I don't know. Now, that's not for everybody, but you
Hey, I like that guy Kite Lime in the fucking chat.
Yeah,
he
he's
said I
got-
look like a Raiders fan. I don't even watch football, so
Yeah.
joke's on you.
Yeah,
But-
you could do anything. You could go you could be like that kind of mean guy that the girls like, or you could be this quiet, charming guy that the girls think is cool because you're quiet and charming. Fuck whatever they thought about you in high school because that doesn't matter anymore. Especially when you start to become 19 and 20, then that shit all goes out the window. Whatever the people said about you or thought about you in high school, fuck that. I can count 75% of the people that I knew in high school that I always thought were weird looking or bizarre people or whatever the heck it is. I see their Facebooks all the time and I go, damn, that chick got hot, or wow, that girl. And then even back when I was 23 and I was at bars and I'd run into people from high school, a girl that was all right looking in high school, but not, whatever. But now she's at a bar and now she looks better and she's got makeup on and she's all slutted out. And then she says hi and you're like, oh, wow, this person never talked to me before, but now they're talking to me. I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm excited for you. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm excited for you.
Thanks, man.
Just don't get shot.
It's just you just got to make the right decisions in life. That's it.
Yeah, don't get anyone
You gotta be
pregnant
smart.
yet.
No, I can't do that, dude. I learned from the mistakes of my brothers. Well, I wouldn't say a mistake, but I would just say I learned what not to do at a young age.
Take
So,
that. Yeah,
you know.
don't do that. That's what
No,
everybody
but
told me that, and then I mean, to be honest, I kind of did that. That girl that left me when I was 21 or when I was 22 or whatever I was. We got pregnant, and she lost the kid very early on though, very early. She lost it, and I was
You remember your
whoa.
first girlfriend?
My first girlfriend, I do. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember all my girlfriends. I remember everybody. Yeah.
And dude, I only had one actually. That was 8th grade. She was a freshman in high school, and I was 8th grader.
Damn, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. You know,
I was 13, going on 14, and she was like 14, and she was a freshman. Dude, she was fucking hot, bro.
That's so weird, dude. My thing was the same thing. I was in 8th grade, and I dated a 9th grader. She had giant tits, like she was massively hot. But you know what's
Dude,
weird? She wasn't
yeah.
ready for like doing it though.
Like sex wise or relationship wise?
No, sex wise, she wasn't ready for
Oh.
that. And I sort of like was like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah. I was looking for like a relationship, a devout relationship at a young age.
Yeah, I'm like that. I cling to. I get people, and I want to be serious. I don't want to like mess around with people.
Yeah, especially as you get older, because there's more responsibility.
Yeah,
So,
my buddy used to hate me because he's always like, you always have a girlfriend. You know, he used to always like be like fucking third wheel, and I think he used to get like, oh god damn it, he's fucking always a girlfriend, always something.
And we're like, you gotta fuck every day, bro. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, and like, dude, relax. You're not even part of the fucking triangle, you know. So why are you, you know, you know?
Yeah, you'll be. It's so much time. Like it's. I remember a couple of people in school that you're like, oh, this guy's never gonna, you know. And then some of those people have the best lives right now. They have like married to one person. It's a great time. Like they've got big house. They're a good job, whatever. Then you know people are fucked up for years. That's 18 to like 20, 18 to 24 or 23. 18 to 23 was a blast. Like I thought it was not a blast, but it really was a blast. So, especially since I didn't do college, so I just was a jack off. You know,
I'm going straight to a community college actually because it's cheaper.
Oh yeah, that's
I
good.
could knock out gen ed. I could knock out this fucking shit for 2 years and transfer out.
That's what I was gonna do. And then I didn't.
You could go back, right?
I wouldn't do that. I'm terrible at school. I'm like legit a retard. Like I'm so bad at school, dude. Like if I could take a class if I took 2 classes, I would fail them. I can only take 1 class at a time, and even that is hard. I am terrible.
Yeah, but you know the thing you got to remember is
me and you fit on the short bus together, Joe.
Oh fuck!
I should have been on the short bus with you. You fucking goddamn crooked teeth fuck. What? Now, what were kids like to you, Dan, in school? Were you getting, were they like molesting you sometimes, or like, you know, kind of like freaking out about how hot you were? You know, they really trying to get with you, or?
What grade are we talking? It's a bit different every grade. Are we talking like high school, or are we talking like 8th grade? Did you hear me?
Yeah, I had a child come down, and I was like, "What are you doing? Go to bed." Yeah, so Celtics lose. That sucked. I thought they would win, and you know.
Damn it.
I'm coming for you.
All right, Leah, why don't you let me check the donations. Let me see what's going on. If you guys want to donate, the super chat down below. It's monetize this, and we'll see who's going to be taking home a belt tonight. Juan Garibay, F you, Joe. Let's go Warriors. So Steph Curry went off. I think that was the problem tonight.
People could defend him, right? Like there were good defenders on him, or no?
No, I don't think we did a good. Well, I mean, we're all right, but I mean, the Celtics. Joe Bishop, thank you for becoming a member, man. The Celtics didn't do their normal.
Shit bum. Ha ha ha! Fuck the Celtics.
You know what, DWELSH? How about I come over there and I make you look worse than Amanda does? Okay.
Oh.
DWELSH, thank you, man. Why don't you go dox Bullfrog again, you shithead? Thanks for becoming a $5 shit, man.
Can't dox a dead man, but anyway.
No. Hey, you know what? Wait till the cops find out about what he did to his niece. All they got to do is a little pap smear on her, and he's going away. DWELSH, thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum. DWELSH, what's going on, man?
It's hard to come all over her face, but anyway.
No. I would love to.
Yeah, I would have watched I would have watched that fucking basketball game. I don't even have Hulu. Well, I do, but I don't have the subscription for that shit.
You know what? I have YouTube TV. That's the only reason I saw it.
Nah, I don't have that shit. That's why I can't watch AEW at all. I can't watch any of that shit.
They got rid of like most of the sports shit on YouTube TV. So now you can't watch that there. And it's not on Hulu, I think, and it's not on anything. So the only way I can watch the local sports of like all Red Sox games, all Bruins games, are by having cable. So now it's like, but the bare minimum package of cable doesn't come with the local sports network. It's the next layer up. So
How much is that one?
60.
Like it's like $100, right?
Yeah, it's like almost it's $100, I guess, if you add it internet. But it's like, dude, this is dumb. So I can't fuck. Like, so, but if I get rid of YouTube TV, because all right, so I'm trying to explain why. I had a deal with YouTube TV because when I was one of the people that tested it with like thousands of people back in 2015 or whatever, when it was YouTube Premium, whatever they did. And so I was grandfathered in to like, you won't have to pay the full price. So I pay like $20 a month for YouTube TV, but the real price is $60 or $64. And that ends in this June. So next month, that would mean I'd be paying $64 for YouTube TV, $140 for cable and internet. And then it's like, dude, but if I get rid of YouTube TV, I can't watch stuff on the go that I need to watch in order to be here to review it. But if I got rid of cable, then now I can't watch the Red Sox, and I already can't watch it in here. I have to go in the room and physically watch it on cable. Dude, it's just so goofy as shit. All because they lost the deal.
It?
No, you can't stream. It doesn't stream on their stupid app.
No, like for you, like on your own laptop, you know.
I mean, I guess I could.
A website and whatnot.
I could do something like that, I guess.
Because I use a certain website, not porn, but I use a website where I can stream, sports and whatnot. Like I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I watch UFC. But the thing you gotta be careful for is like the pop-up ads because you got viruses and shit.
Right.
I mean, hypothetically, Joe, if you did the Disney bundle, you would get ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus for like something like $15 a month, and then if you just add Peacock to that, that's how you get all your sports, right?
Well, they're not on Peacock though. The local, I don't think the Bruins and I don't think Nesson's on Peacock.
I know the Red Sox are on Peacock.
Oh, they are? Oh, then maybe they are. Okay, so wait a minute. So if it's on Peacock, I can watch Peacock. I have Peacock.
Because I saw a big ad on one of the pay-per-views I was watching how Peacock has MLB or whatever the fuck.
Hey, I also want to thank
It's always fucking buffering. It's always fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, the Peacock sucks. Mr. Hardcore became a $10 patron. Thank you, Mr. Hardcore.
I miss the WWE Network.
I really do miss the original, the real WWE Network. This stuff sucks.
Yeah, I don't trust that fucking Peacock shit.
No. Peacock probably raped half the people that work there.
Over under how many people get shot at Popeyes on Sunday?
I hope a lot. You know what I'd like to...
I'm talking all Popeyes locations
They're
around.
doing 59-cent chicken on Sunday.
I have like daydreams that I'm like a shooter happens and like I save everybody like all the time.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, do that. You see, like, because that's what the world's gotten us into. Like, where you're thinking, like, if that happens, here's what I would do, and then you start like
paranoia,
or some. Yeah, you start envisioning like you're in Wendy's and you're watching from afar, and then some guy comes in and he goes, "You're all dead," and he starts and like he takes out one or two people, and then you just whoop the shit out of him and beat his fucking head in, and like and then you're all over the news and you're doing the tour, and they're like, "Oh, what did you see?" But then again, you know what? But to be honest, you know how I know that's all bullshit? Because that woman saw that guy that was shooting at the ceremony, and she shot him with the gun and saved everybody.
And nothing happened. Nothing came out of that.
Not a fucking thing. Where's the interview with her? There's not a goddamn one.
And nobody talks about it. I saw it only twice on Instagram.
She fucking saved
it.
Like, she saved like tens of lives, like 10, 20
Do a
people.
little basketball dance off the concrete.
Nobody cares.
I mean, I'm
what
just
we really need to worry about
is
is
devil worshippers.
Do any good?
I'll be honest. I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
We ain't going nowhere.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I would like to encourage the viewers to get drunk and high and later on tonight watch the congressional hearings that happened last night regarding the terrorist attack from January 6th, 2021. It makes Trump admin look like fools.
I don't think that's going to be happening. I got to be honest. I don't think we'll be here at that time later.
And I'm already
The tampon shortage is what we need to be fearful of.
Tomorrow night, yeah, that would be. We'll have women bleeding all over our faces, angry at us.
Yeah.
I will be live
Give us
tomorrow.
chocolate now.
I'll be live tomorrow with Beat the Clock, so that'll be a lot of fun. Saturday night, no work. Sunday, Beat the Clock, get ready, buy alcohol.
And you're covering the UFC fight, right?
And the UFC night, it's a big night, man. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be
Who's
fun.
fighting tomorrow night?
Glover Teixeira versus what's his fucking name? That fucking samurai guy.
There's no real belts on the line, is there? I mean, like, what the fuck?
There's two. It's Valentina Shevchenko versus that Brazilian.
Whoa, what'd you
chick.
call him? A chingo? What? Chenko?
No, she's fucking Kazakhstani or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Valentina. And there's Wei Li versus what's that fucking broad's name? Yuana.
You want to bang?
Yeah, I want to bang her.
I do.
Nah, she's fucking ugly. Nah, she's not ugly. She's just, she's not curvy.
I'd gobble her. The insurrection where they let everybody into the White House on purpose? That was crazy. I don't think you could be trespassing if they invite you in, which they did. It's like vampires. I don't know. Just saying, They invited him in.
Vampires aren't real.
Yeah. Look at Justin Bieber's face on the left there. Doesn't he look sweet?
You never see a fat vampire.
Yeah, you're right. You never do. It's always like, oh, I'm a hot-looking vampire guy. Like,
Look, you know what they gotta do? They gotta suck some guy, no homo, but they gotta suck a guy that has type 2 diabetes.
My dad had type 1, I think, so.
Oh, shit.
They should have given, maybe my dad died because a vampire sucked his ass at night, like when we were all sleeping.
Jesus Christ.
He was like.
And I'd have a female vampire suck me off, but in a different way.
Why did Justin Bieber look like he was dropped as a baby?
He was. Well, because he took the COVID vax.
Hey, do you feel like that vaccination made people like a little lazy? Like our reaction time's a little slower?
Shit, bomb. I already felt like that anyway.
Check your Discord.
Because like before, I was like fucking amazing, bro. Working out and shit. But I don't even have that drive. Well, I do. I work out here.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel any.
School was in the way and shit. But
wait, you had to get it, and you got it?
Yeah, I got it. The vaccine and the booster.
Damn,
I got Pfizer.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got Moderna.
I'm still alive, bitch. So
I got the first 2 vaccinations. I didn't get the booster.
That means you're not vaccinated.
Huh.
Just letting you know, Dan, you're not vaccinated anymore, bro.
Oh, well, fuck everybody else.
See, okay, the thing is, like,
I told my wife
vaccination, like the second time I got vaccinated, I had no side. Like, it's weird. I never got COVID before, dude. I never once had COVID. When I got vaccinated the first time, or all the times for that matter, I never got sick.
I got one vaccination. I still haven't had it yet. I might get it though, because now I'm around a lot of people every day. So maybe I'll get it soon. Maybe it will kill. It could kill me. That'd be funny.
Who knows? But
Joe
I never got
died.
sick or anything like that. But the first time I did get the vaccination, I was fucking depressed as shit.
Well, that's just your life.
Yeah, but like it all came out, dude. Like I was crying and shit. This and that. Like,
Jesus.
I think it's different. Maybe it's different for teenagers. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Maybe
wouldn't have
not.
gotten it if I was a teenager. I'd be like, I don't need this. I'm fucking. You know who died?
Dude, but like, I
Dude,
had
you know
no
who
side
dies of
effects.
it? 89-year-olds. That's who died. My mother got it. My mother had COVID. She's 72. And she's, I don't know if they call her blood pressure's good. My mother's blood pressure's good. Her glucose stuff and all that stuff is pretty good. And she got no health problems. She got it at 71. 4 days later,
she's still kicking it, right?
She was over the house tonight. She's fine.
Oh.
Now she did say that she had a fatigue for like a while after. She was like, have you heard of people like being fatigued like later on? I'm like, yeah, I have heard of that. She goes, yeah, I feel hazy or something. And then after about 3 weeks, that went away. So, but I mean, she's 71.
Yeah, for certain people, I think what they have like health effects that they already have, it kind of goes neck and neck and they battle and shit, like inside your body, right? So all that shit comes out. But like me, it was just soreness because of the shot. But I didn't feel sick at all. It was all just like the first time, I was just fucking like depressed.
Right.
But like other than that, like the other shots, I felt nothing. You know.
Yeah, man. My mom, she leaves the house on her own, walks down the steps. Here's a video. You want to see a video? Here's a video of my mom. You want to see my mother? It's my mother. Well, people know what my mom looks like. She's been on the podcast too. She was on the podcast, and in fact, my mother was on the podcast, and Luis and Antonio Alejandro. He took
He's my neighbor.
Yeah, he told me that he has a picture of my mother hanging up on his bed now.
Jesus Christ.
So that's a little bizarre,
weird.
but yeah, here's my mom leaving the house like today. Like she's like, all right, let's see you later. A bug flew in her face. She's wiping the bug off. She's going down the step. I don't have to like hold her down the stairs. She's like, all right, see you later. Bum 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 down the stairs. 71, big steep stairs. She's out. My mother's fine, No COVID took her out. She only had COVID once. Other people have had it like 3 times. I know a guy that had it 4 or 5 times. I forget. And he's
Jesus
like, this will be my 5th time with. I'm like, what?
How do you catch COVID 5 times?
I don't know. I mean,
I guess I think probably he's just. I wouldn't say masks are like the thing and shit. Everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah, there's something. If everybody's wearing one, it's gonna do something. It feels like.
Yeah, but surrounding yourself, like once you get sick, you should be like, I should rest up. I should be alone. Maybe he went out again after that and just didn't care.
Well, okay, so the guy that told me this was the guy who delivers Amazon packages to me.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, really? I was like, but I thought like you would do all right because like you're just going around delivering outside. You don't really have to get too close to anybody. And he's like, no, you do, because I go back to the warehouse 3 times, like in the morning, the middle of the day, and in the afternoon. I was like, oh. So like this guy goes to the warehouse and there's like 30 other guys and he's walking around the locker rooms and then he's going to his truck and loading his truck with people. And then, he's in the middle of the day, he goes back and then he goes back again. So like, I'm like, okay, so you come in contact with like 100-something people a day, probably. He's like, yeah, so that could be what it is. But I'm like, still, that's like, damn, 5 times or 4? I think it's 4 or 5, but it's like, man, I would be.
In the span of 2 years. Jeez.
He also don't give a shit. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'll get it again. I'm like, yeah, but dude, that's concern. That's like, that would make me angry. I know that he was at the point where he's like, I don't care anymore because what am I going to catch it again? Fuck it, I beat it every time. But, like, that would irritate me. Like, why am I still catching this? Why the fuck is my immune system not like, oh, yeah, it's this again, you're done? No. Unless he lied. I mean, maybe he made it up or something. I don't know.
I mean,
go ahead.
You would think by the 3rd or 4th time, his immune system would have caught on to something, or he would have gone to his doctor to be like, what the hell's happening with me?
Yeah, dude, what do I have? Fucking HIV? What the hell's going on?
By the 2nd time, I would have just been like, you know what? I'm gonna just cover, put a mask. Shit, why not?
Dude, yeah, if I was him, I'd be wearing a full Darth Vader. Like, I'd buy the $100 gas mask. I'd be delivering like.
Besides, he's touching all these boxes. They got different germs, different shit.
That's true.
All piled up and everything.
But I asked him, and he said that his coworkers all like. He's like, everybody here has had it. He said everybody that I know in my area has had it. He goes, a couple of guys have had it twice. And that's, what I mean? So some people, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe he doesn't wash his hands. I don't know.
No, but they should wear gloves, though. I see FedEx guys, UPS, all that shit. They wear gloves.
He is wearing gloves. I did notice that, but it ain't helping him. Touching boxes, I mean, I guess, but.
Get gloves.
Never had it because my things are more fatal than the corona. Yeah, what you have is more devastating than that, man.
What about that chick that's suing because she got HPV from fucking in that guy's car, and now they have to pay for it?
Are you serious? She got HPV from a car?
She got HPV from the guy's car, and she sued him, and Geico is paying the like $5 million because she got that.
How did she catch it? Because it was
totally covered. It's out there. I'll look it up.
Yeah, figure that out. That's crazy. What, she rubbed her vagina on the seat?
How did she get HPV from the car?
She fucked in the car.
Oh.
And she got it. And then she sued, and Geico has to pay then because he was fully insured or some shit. I
saw that. That's fucking dumb.
Dude, that's it.
Stupid.
I'm going to cut
Give me
myself.
HPV for $1 million.
I'm going to cut my wrists on my car seats tomorrow. And I'm going to claim that.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Stupid.
HPV. I mean, that's not even... Well, so she's got warts or something? Because usually you don't even notice you have HPV until, like, a symptom happens. And then you get tested and they're like, oh, yeah, you've got HPV. Like, because there's, like, 900 versions of it. So you can get, like, oh, I got HPV, like, 22C. You know, which is the one that gives you herpes all the time. Or
like, you got to understand the context. Did she know this guy? Did she know his sexual history? Did he know hers? Did did they ever fuck before?
Well, in California, you don't get to tell anybody anything, so you can just give them AIDS.
Yeah, that's why they got so many.
That's how AJ Adams got here. His mom was like, "Give me AIDS, Big Daddy."
That's what. Actually, I can't make that joke. Nah, it's fine. No.
Yeah, HPV is herpes that can turn into cancer. Yeah, you can get it in your. The real problem is when you go down on women and you get it in your throat. You get that throat cancer. And
man, I seen videos of that shit. It's fucking disgusting. On people like after the cancer, the procedure on their fucking face. All gone, dude.
I hope that don't happen to me. I don't know if Leah has it. I don't think she has anything. I don't remember. Remember that
jaw cancer.
Well, I'm in trouble if that's the case.
Yeah. Hey, can someone get cancer on the ass, like the ass cheek? Can they grow a tumor there or no?
Probably a tumor, skin cancer can happen there.
What about our local cancer expert, Garguts? Can you, Garguts?
I don't think he's here.
No, he's in the call, but he's just muted.
That's what I mean. Like, I think he's probably not ready yet.
Hitchhiking home.
By the time he's ready to go, we'll be ending the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, DWELSH, what up, man? I did check my Discord, and yes, I am aware of what you said about the games being on there. I'll have to check that out, man. We'll see if I can figure it out. I'm not really sure, man. Fucking long day, I know that. I can't believe there's so many championships in AEW. This is stupid. Like, there is this... They need to stop. I don't know how they don't see that they have too many belts. Like, what the hell kind of crack is Tony Khan on? Not to realize this.
Let's see. They have
Ospreay had one tonight
World
too.
Title. They have the TNT. Then they have this. What's it called? All fucking Atlantic shit.
Yep.
You know.
And yeah, then Ospreay came out with a belt on tonight too. So it's like, well, now what belt does he have? Like,
Chew a thud. Chew an absolute thud. Nothing. Pin drop.
Yep.
Fucking nothing.
Nobody knows who he is. Like 100,000 people in the world know who he is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Maybe
Jeff
they'll
Cobb.
treat. Actually, no, I don't know. The European titles for Europeans or no? Nah, because Shawn Michaels won that shit. No.
That's crazy.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if they clapped a commentary title on fucking Excalibur.
Well, Gunther's the IC champ now.
I think they should give him the N-word award. Like, he has said the N-word the best of anyone so far.
He has a black mask, so.
Right? Imagine he throws a black mask on and just runs around the street.
Yeah, dude,
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show,
Oh,
to
shit,
fund
Roman's
what I
here.
do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army,
Ooh.
donate to me.
Rise of CJC is here.
Acknowledge me.
Dropping a big 20.
You saw what that cunt Joy Behar said off The View about black people don't have guns, and if they did they would have more regulations.
Yeah, what a dumb idiot. She was like, black people don't have guns, and if they didn't you see the regulations happen? Okay, what about Chicago, you stupid whore? Like, oh my
What about,
god,
like
dude.
fucking South Central Los Angeles, bro.
What? Like, she's just an idiot retard. Has she ever seen the Black Militias? Like,
Did she see like music videos of rap? Fucking
like, you ever seen a rap music video? Yeah, it's great. What a stupid bitch Joy Behar is, dude. Someone needs to punch her in the face. She should play that. Someone should play the knockout game on her. She really is a
they
fucking
should
idiot.
Play, Russian roulette. There we go.
She's white, right? Or is she the black lady?
She's wearing a lightning jersey at MSG.
No, I think she's white.
Of course she is. She's that big, that loudmouth Jewish. Yeah, she's
lady.
that big Jew lady. Yeah.
She's like Kathy Griffin, but older.
Fucking dude, somebody trip her down a flight of stairs.
Would
bro.
all the problems be solved if we just raised the gun age to 21, like everything else?
I think we did do that. I think that's what they're voting on. I mean, I agreed with that. I was like, yeah, people are too retarded now. We've regressed. Like, you know, we need to raise that level up a little bit. I'm fine with that.
Kill everybody on the View. Just kill everybody.
Oh no, you said that. Don't. Jesus Christ, don't say that. I didn't say that. Thank God. I'm gonna throw you under the bus when they come though. But no. So here's the thing. I would agree with that. I would vote for that too. I'd be like, all right, you know, let's do something, right? Like, because we all agree, let's do something. All right, what can we do? Raise the age, because most of the killings happen from 18-year-olds grabbing a gun. You know, they're still in high school, many of them. You know, there's still a bit of that going on because you don't really start feeling better about life until you turn in your 20s. You know what I mean? It isn't until you can start going out to bars and then trying to hit on women and stuff that things, like, you're like, you know what? Those ain't so bad. I thought high school I wanted to die, but now I don't. Even I wanted to die sometimes in high school. But then after that, I was like, this is great. So you're missing the best year. So this makes more sense. Like, no, make them wait. Because if you just get to 21, like, you'll be like, oh, all right, let's listen to it. I got the clip right here.
When you discover pussy, a
Do you
whole
feel
world
like it
opens
also
up.
depends on mental stability as well?
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Is the
Because, like,
mental
look, the Las Vegas shooter back in what was it, 2017, 2018, or
yeah, he's an old fuck.
He was like 60 something.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
dude at the Pulse nightclub in Florida,
he was 30.
That guy was in his 20s, or 30s.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're not going to stop everybody for sure, but you know, at least the school shootings. You know what I mean? The school shootings have been young people.
Young people from the ages of 18 to like 21.
So, you know, this will stop some shootings. Like, it really will. Like, it will stop some shootings. And so, you know,
but look, I mean, look, here's the thing, okay? It doesn't stop some kid who sees his dad's gun, the gun that his dad owns.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the closet, hidden, so nobody can find it. He finds it and he says, "Oh, look at me, I got a gun." Blah blah blah. You know, let's say he goes.
It's not going to stop the gang violence in Chicago that shoots little kids in the head when they're firing at each other.
I know.
Won't stop that either.
There you go. But the thing is, they get those guns illegally.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's the safest. Chicago has the strictest gun laws. It doesn't matter.
Now, for law-abiding citizens, it's weird because you know what? They're just normal people like you and me. They're not out to commit crimes.
Well,
but they're gonna make regulations against. Well,
we're all gonna pay because other people are retarded. Is what it is.
Exactly. That's it. The rotten apple messes up the whole tree.
Right.
Not to mention, this is just my personal take. I don't think we should blame it solely on mental illness because that makes people that are mentally ill but not like off their fucking rockers look bad.
Well, don't worry. No one's going to blame you for any of this. You know? Although you do have a shooter face. I will say that.
Yeah, the difference is I haven't killed anybody.
I know, though. I know you wouldn't, though. You know, listen to this.
Most AR-15 owners are former military, 35 plus. Let me say one more thing. So that's all I'm saying is that they're not these crazy people.
Okay. Here's the thing. Once black people get guns in this country, the gun laws will change. Trust me.
Wow. What is she talking about?
Wait, did she just say that to a black woman?
Yeah, she said that to a black woman. The black woman was like, okay, most AR owners are 30s and they're married and they're responsible. And then Joy Behar was like, when black people get guns, that's when they'll care. And it's like, so black people aren't allowed to have guns? Is that real?
Dude, if she was in Compton in the 90s I think she'd have a completely
Dude, just go down to Georgia. You got like militant black people with M16s. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, bro. How about the fucking militias we saw marching a couple of years ago that we played on the show, and it scared all the white people too. She did have a point there that they were like, "Oh my god!" It's like yeah, they're a militia.
This is the fact of the matter of the whole thing is the fact that people think that black people are not armed or can't be armed. Yes, we are armed, and yes, there are a lot of black people that are legally armed, right? And depending on what state you live in or what have you, it goes the same thing for white people just as much as it goes for black people or anybody else that can not only afford a gun, but also can legally own one.
You know what? It's the stereotype. It's all it is. Like the stereotype that white people are like gun-toting fucking Southern idiots. Like that's why she's saying that.
And by the way, the guy from Texas, believe it or not, was Hispanic, aka I believe he was Mexican. And I'm not trying to, do the cop out right there. But yeah, you practically
the Uvalde killer wasn't white.
Well, I mean, for the longest time, and again, this is not to be, it's calling like I see it, but like the majority of people that were doing domestic, terroristic acts in terms of just bringing a gun and shooting up a movie theater or going to a school and this and that, a lot of them were Caucasian.
Yes.
And they all had different reasons. It wasn't just mental illness. It was also because they also believed in, what was also happening in the Middle East in terms of like philosophies or other, weird, cult-like thinking.
But who shot up anything that it wasn't mentally ill? Like, can you name somebody?
No, I'm not trying to say that there isn't some mental illness.
I think it's almost all, though. I think it's almost all mental illness.
That or ideologies as well.
But that's what I'm saying. It's ideology. You can believe one thing for 1 second and thinking that the world is all wrong because of so-and-so. So, okay, I'm going to go pick up a gun and just shoot people just to try to make it right. No, that doesn't make it right. It makes you look like an idiot.
Well,
it makes you dead.
That's what the black guy in the subway did. He was like, oh, I'm going to... And then it's the same thing, but I don't even think it's an... I don't know. It's an ideology, but honestly, dude, if that ideology didn't exist, I think it would just be a different ideology that the person would go after because they're crazy.
No matter what ideology it is, nobody. Again, I don't care if you're black, white, Republican, Democrat. You die the same way from a bullet of a gun.
Well, these people are just all crazy, in my opinion. Like, I like you'd have to really like. I feel like we'd have to spend a lot of time searching to find a person who legitimately was like, I'm going to shoot up a place. And here's why I'm going to do it, and I'm not crazy.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, the guys from fucking Columbine, but...
Yes, I would agree that those guys might actually have been, those guys might have been some of the most sound mind of anybody. They were like, we're going to do this thing, and we're going to do it.
But then when they got into court, especially for all the hearings and or what have you, for like I can't remember which name, probably was Columbine or whatever like that, and they were blaming it on music and they're blaming artists, and again, it could be any one or two different elements involved. The moral of the story is that again, it's getting people killed, and the idea to say that like, oh, we can't take measures better in this environment, especially since that we got even more complicated with social media. Again, it's insane. And the fact that, again, I still do believe that we should have laws that actually protect, innocent lives. And unfortunately, there are people that abuse the privilege, and the NRA definitely needs to clean up their act because unfortunately there are things that even the NRA won't admit to. And again, I'm not saying I'm against the NRA. I'm just against the fact that there's poor policy.
Gun shows is a problem. I don't care what anybody says. Gun shows is an issue.
Yeah, guns for me are not necessarily the problem. The problem is poor policy. That's what it is.
Oh no, it's poor policy, but it's also poor. Yeah, it's poor execution, poor policy. Those are the issues. Like it's not the guns. It's the way that there's a loophole for everything. It's like
the system ends up working.
Yeah. So like I don't want to. I almost don't want to do anything other than enforce the policies and make them make sense. And also, if you got arrested at 13 years old for like stabbing animals, you know what I mean? You probably shouldn't have, be able to purchase a gun when you're 18,
Hey, Ma, I got myself a little shank.
Yeah.
I stabbed the squirrel.
Hey, Ma, I got myself a little raccoon. I'm going to go fuck it in the porch.
And I'm
going to make myself a hat out of that.
And I'm not talking about hunting. Like, you went out and tried to experiment with hunting and you killed an animal. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, torture. Like, these people typically do this. They start torturing
like that guy fucking chickens I sent you, Joe.
Yeah, exactly. So
we went from burning ants to all of a sudden now burning turkeys.
Well,
You know,
that's
it's like what
you know
what are
what
we
though?
doing?
Fuck turkeys.
Turkeys fucking deserve it.
Yeah. Fuck turkeys.
But that's what I'm saying, Joe. What happens if the turkey ate you, man? What,
They
what would
deserve
happen?
it. It's
Hey, okay, I got a question here. All right?
Yes.
Now, who's to say? Let's change the narrative. Okay. Let's say 2 weeks from now, God forbid this happens. Knock on wood.
All right. Yeah.
There's
Dan Kennedy
a
kills
mass-
everybody at the T. Yep.
A mad stabbing that took the lives of like 13 people. A stabbing with the kitchen knife.
Go look up UK. That happens all the time in the UK.
Yeah, and what do they say about that? What do they? What
They
do
ban
say?
the knives.
Ban the knives. Oh my god, dude! I remember that.
No,
one
they did.
episode, Tex was on. He's just like, yeah, you try to get my knife out of my hand, dude. Knives to me are just a very simple tool to like. Again, if you even know how to use self defense, use your fist first. But if you're like in a death threat situation, yeah, of course you use a knife. But
Yeah, well,
I
I
mean,
think
again,
there's no other. I think America is the most mentally ill country like right
Yes.
now because we're the biggest.
yes.
We're one of the biggest populations, and we have some of the worst. Just you know what I mean? Like we have some of the most. We become, because we have so much freedom, and
But
stuff.
it's too diverse as well.
Yeah, we have to.
Look what America went through in the last 20 years.
We have the toughest time because we have the most diversity, the most melting pot of anywhere else.
But then there's also Great Britain too, because Great Britain, what a lot of people don't understand is that the weather affects like a lot of the mood.
Oh,
So a
yeah.
lot of times it can be very cloudy, so people can get very, very depressed. And although that I don't really know too much of the statistics that are over there, but I guarantee you it's not like America when it comes to gun violence.
Well, I
look at Seattle. I mean, Kurt Cobain shot himself in the head, and it was fucking
well,
raining.
look at Seattle. Look at Antifa in Seattle. Like there you go. They're a problem. That place is
I
fucked.
mean, if the weather affects people's moods, no wonder everyone in Massachusetts is fucking bipolar.
Damn it, Joe.
I'm serious. Like when it gets wintertime, by the time it's around January, I start getting. This didn't used to happen to me, but I start getting angry around January. Like I'm mad that I'm getting angry if the sun isn't out. Like I'm like, dude, I need the sun to come out. I need to go sit in the sun. Like I've started this.
You need that shit, bro.
Dude, I need the sun. Like, yeah, I need. It's like it wakes me up and shit. Like when it's not sunny, I would never live in England. I could never do it. My wife loves that though. She loves dreary rain and stuff. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I can't
Something
do
about
this.
Salem, Massachusetts, man. I'll tell you, man. They just like the dreariness and the sort of kind of. I mean, again, it goes along with this, the witch kind of vibe, but I'm not about that. So
Well, Salem is now full of fucking they're Antifa in Massachusetts. Like that place is fucking weird.
Salem full of yuppies now.
Is it? When I was there, it was full of fucking like people like living in the van with hippie stickers all over shit.
No,
and
no,
college
Peace,
kids.
brother.
The last time I went to Salem,
hey man, peace,
it's all of
brother.
those fucking yuppie college students.
No. I don't know. I guess I've only been there once in the last 10 years.
Interesting.
It was it looked like a shithole when I was there, to be honest. I was like, this is a poor area.
Well, I mean, again, the same thing happened in the Boweries, or like in New York, or even like around like CBGBs, around like Alphabet City. Like at one point, it was like the worst place you can go to, like shady drug people, and then they gentrified the area, and that became a college town.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's a college town, but it's got that sort of. It's not the
Vibe to
worst,
it?
but yeah, it's very city-ish and like drugs. I feel like, and college town all rolled into like I feel like old retired people would definitely not want to live there. Put it that way.
No, they'd rather go to Florida.
And yes, very liberal, Jeff Giggs. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying that if you're like, you would not want to live in there. It's a very liberal area. Like everybody has like multiple rainbow things on every store. There's Black Lives Matter signs all over the place. Not that there's anything wrong with that either, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's just like it's a clear cut like oh, you
It's
don't
a blue.
have...
It's a blue town, basically.
Right, but it's not just that. It's that I don't like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like my neighbors, like a lot of my neighbors over here. There's a couple of Trump guys around, and my neighbor next door, next to me. They all have rainbow flags now. Like, but like my old neighbors that used to live there had an American flag, and they moved out a year ago. Now they have rainbow flags there. But I'm like. And I was thinking, I was like, should I get a rainbow flag for Pride Month, and put it up and like, and then I was like, no. But it's the same reason I don't have an American flag up either. I just don't like. I don't.
I mean,
do that.
You know about it. You just don't sport it because you don't necessarily have to prove anything to anybody.
That's
about
how exactly. Like I don't. I support like. You know, I criticize the country for the things we do wrong. We do a lot of bad things, whatever. But I also support it, you know. And it's the same thing with the gay pride stuff. I don't know. I don't feel the need to have to be like, look, I believe in it. Like, I don't know. Like, but
no. Remember, your beliefs are for you, and mainly how you want to express it the way you want to express it. Nobody has to force you to do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah. Why don't you put like a sci-fi flag out or some shit?
That's what I thought about. I thought putting a Star Trek flag up, like a Federation fucking flag or something.
Oh my God, you're reckless, Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Oh my God, and his face, like.
Wait, you could put a pirate flag up.
I could.
That would be nice, actually. You know what? That would be nice. Maybe I don't know. What is that? Would that be supporting Johnny Depp at this point, especially after he won?
Big George Takei head flag.
That's a great idea. Put a pirate flag up. That's hilarious. I might do that. I did make a joke with my neighbors. I've said this to them before. I'm like, hey, dude, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put up a fucking like every flag. Like every flag would be fun. Like,
that's gonna have to be a big flagpole, though. It's
Oh,
gotta be
God.
like what, like 120 feet high, maybe 140 feet high.
Dude, it would be so funny if I had like every flag. Like
He could just hang the flags from the fucking windows of his house.
like the pride flag. Oh, just put the WWE flag up. I'll put a JCS flag up. JCS.
Dude, I was literally I was in Vermont not too long ago. And it was so funny because in Vermont, it's a blue state technically, but again, just like in New Jersey where I'm at, you know what I mean? You have, again, your pockets of both, your red and your blue affiliates, what have you. And one house right next to it was just like pro-Trump, pro this, pro that. And then the other side was this rainbow flag, Black Lives Matter, all that other stuff. And they're neighbors. And I'm like looking at this going, I wonder if they give themselves like Christmas cards or something of that nature, like how they coexist.
Well, see, and it's weird because I know some people would say they don't care about whatever people think, and that's kind of how I am. But
same.
But I have this weird, and I think this is what a lot of people on the left. This is why they do this. Some of them do it dishonestly, like right because they just want to be like, look at me, I'm supporting it. I want to do it because I really feel empathetic. Like I really feel like I would.
You're an actual ally of.
Yeah, like it's not. I don't even hate that word in a way, but like I just mean like here. Like I just want to let you know, like you're there's a lesbian couple up the road. I talk to them all the time.
It's sort of like to let them know that you're cool with them.
Yeah,
or some
but
shit,
but
right?
of course, but they know that because I talk to them, so they don't need a flag in front of my house to figure that out. But I mean, like. But yeah, but you start feeling like, oh, my other neighbor has a flag. Like, am I an asshole? Like, should I get? Like,
No, and that's the other thing too. If anybody says like, "Oh, I'm doing this, why aren't you doing that?" Screw you. You don't have. It's none of your business.
Right.
Like, why do I need to prove anything to you just so I support you?
And same thing with it's like Black Lives Matter too. It's like I know that I don't have a obsession with race other than like about jokes. Like I love jokes and joking about all our differences and stuff like that. I love that. But other than that, it's like I love all people. Like I don't need to put a flag up to be like of course I know of course your life matters a lot.
For example, like I'm a civil rights activist myself, and it's mainly for not just Black people, but mainly all people of color.
Well, now you're also kind of supporting people who are like you, who are maybe mixed race, and that's even harder to figure out for some people.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Like, I know your shit, bro. You have a battle to go through because of that.
Oh man, like I remember one time I'm coming back. There's a place called Andover, New Jersey. So it's basically like kind of like up there in the sticks. And we're coming back like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, me and my homie, and I'm in the passenger seat. We're driving. And the speed increases on the road at a certain points, right? Like, for example, like when you're in this area, it's like maybe 45. You go in this area, it's like 50. You go in this area, it's 25, whatever, And we saw the cop car in the dark. Like, I can see it. I have 20/20. And I could tell these are young guys because they're making several mistakes. Because, again, my dad was a cop, so I understand protocol. And the long story short is, they pull him over, they pull my guy over, go through the whole ringer, whatever, where are you coming from, blah, blah, blah. Then one of the officers asked for my ID, and I'm in the passenger seat.
Oh,
now,
that's weird.
I could go one of two ways. I can make this guy look like a complete idiot in front of his other guy, who's probably his superior, or and be that angry black guy to be like, okay, I'm going to jail. I don't feel like calling my mom 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning to say, oh yeah, I'm in jail for over some BS. No. And then of course, you know, or any family member for that matter, or you know, I call up, you know, even in people that I know that are in law.
You just handed over the goddamn thing to get out of there.
Yeah, and just because I just needed to keep my cool, and I was just so angry. And then my guy gets a warning, but they still give him a ticket anyway.
Well, you get
Like,
a warning
that
ticket,
sound?
right? Like a warning ticket.
Yeah, a warning ticket, but again, no. At the end of the day,
They
still
get,
had to
dude.
pay,
You,
like,
you know how many of those I have?
$250.
Wait, you had to pay money? Then it's not a warning.
No, but that's the thing. He says, I'm going to give you a warning, gives him the ticket, basically just to say, screw you.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So he was being blunt with my guy.
Well-
and my guy later on says I should have sued him. But at the time, in that area, just trying to sue a cop just over some small misdemeanor is not going to go anywhere because, again, they'll just,
Let me tell
eat
you
you alive in the courtroom.
I've had 6. I've gotten I've gotten four tickets that I've had to pay for. I've gotten 4 tickets. The highest one I ever got was $300. And then I've got about 15 warnings. So I've got 15 warnings and 4 tickets. Not to mention the time I was surrounded by Boston police with guns drawn when they thought I robbed the school when I didn't. But,
oh my God.
Right? So they thought I robbed the school and I didn't. But imagine if I was a black guy and they thought I robbed the school and I didn't, how it would look.
What did you steal? A pencil? Like, what the?
No, I didn't steal anything. I pulled up into a parking lot. I've told this story before. You probably heard it, but I pulled up into a parking lot to play a show with my band, and my car was filled with drums and shit. And the cops were like, "Oh, we got a word that someone broke into the school and they stole band equipment." And I think they swear to God they made that part up because I was like, "How do you know that?" Like, but I had to be like, oh, yeah, okay. And I'm in the rain, dude. They kept me in the rain, and I'm shivering in the rain. And anyway, eventually I got out of there, but it took an hour. And I didn't do anything wrong. It was I was enraged, dude. But I mean, I was cooperating with them, but it was just like, and dude, every time I ever did anything or even didn't do anything, I just act nice to the cops and just go, yes, sir. Yeah, I probably did something wrong. What I do. And I just get out of it. We get through with it every time because if you just fucking deal with it. Like, but now if the cop starts doing something wrong to you, like starts
I could name you several different times that's happened in my life.
If a cop starts being a dickhead to you, now that's when you can whip out, okay, you want to do this to me? Now I'm going to bring up that I don't need to give you my ID.
Well, that's the thing, and I would have done that, but we're also not in my home territory.
Right.
Like if this was like in my county, probably, yeah. If this is in another county, especially when the majority is Caucasian, yeah, not going to work for you. By the way, Jeff Giggs is making my ass laugh tonight all night long. He says, remember January 6th because gas was $2.25 a gallon. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, all I'll say is when Trump was president, this country was kicking ass. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't believe that, you're lying. Like, it was awesome. And you know, it was pretty good when Obama was president, too. But you know when it wasn't good? These last 2 years with Biden.
I mean,
not good.
Back then, I could feed myself on $100.
Or with Jimmy Carter.
I'll say this. Obama's first term, people are going to disagree with me, but I really don't care. For Obama's first term, I thought was decent. The second term was just like whatever.
Because the second term, he only, remember who was running? He was running against Romney, right? The second?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean...
The second term was weird. I never got it. But then, of course, and again, the whole reason for the whole Biden switch, I mean, again, it was really a chess play. Trust me. Was he like the first candidate you would think that would go up against Trump and all that? And then also with Kamala Harris, hell no, they weren't like the first choice.
Well, they were who I knew the first choice of, the dummies were. But I did not believe that they were going to win because Bernie was more popular than Biden. And then
Bernie, but Andrew Yang was more popular than Bernie.
Remember that? We were all freaking out. We were like, wait, what? He's the fucking candidate? We were all talking about it. The numbers were there for Bernie. And they just chose Biden, just like they just chose Hillary. They just
that scared me too, because when I found...
Oh. Discord crashed. My computer's fucked. I don't know.
No, don't worry, bro. We got you, man.
All right,
No, I
I'm
was
back.
just saying, when I found out Hillary was the running of New Jersey's leading candidate, I was like, wait, what? Bernie's got bigger stadiums of people that are coming to see him. He's actually has effective speeches other than, and again, Hillary's been around the block, but you did not have a more effective speech than Bernie. Sorry, not sorry.
No, yeah, nobody. That was bullshit. Like, I mean, we know that it's not. There's a lot of people out there that don't know she rigged that the DNC cheated and rigged that. They don't know.
Yeah,
that.
we know. Yeah, exactly. Or in third party and all that.
Who was the one who put it in her book? Was it Donna Brashear who put it in the book about how that all happened, or somebody? They got charged. The DNC people. She got charged. Like, I mean, people don't even know this. They don't even talk about it. It's like, dude. You know, Trump. You know, Trump always goes around with, "Oh, they stole the vote" or whatever. You know who stole the vote is the fucking DNC. They stole the vote.
Well, you know, here's the thing. There was a documentary that just came out recently, and
no, it's not alleged.
There's a documentary that came out not too long ago that my friend is like constantly harping me about, and I'm like, well, dude, unless if it's proven in a court of law beyond a reasonable doubt, and it's gone through process and all other aspects of the whole case, and you actually have a case that stands up in court, I don't believe a damn thing you say, let alone any other documentary of accusations that go nowhere.
Right. It's too
Republican or Democrat. I don't care.
Yeah, the old documentaries are a mess now. By the way, Ron Paul would have been a great president compared to all these people. I wish
Ron Paul.
I wish Ron Paul had won.
No, Jesse Ventura would have been a great president.
I would have been a great president. Here's the problem. I've got a dildo in my ass, and it's Vince McMahon's molded dick.
Now, Mr. Ventura, would you had Ahmed Johnson as your vice president? If so, what would that do for race relations?
I don't think Ahmed Johnson would have wanted to run because I'm not really familiar with him. I know he wrestled in WCW at one point, then the WWF, but I wasn't watching. But from what I remember, it was hard to get Ahmed off the crack.
Oh, God.
Would you have Iron Sheik as your Secretary of Defense?
Let me tell you something. You'd have to pay the Iron Sheik $1 million every week to show up if he was president. That's the problem. Or he'd just stay at home playing video games.
Fuck their fucking video games.
So now we understand that. Okay, so Iron Sheik out, Ahmed Johnson out. Now we talk about foreign relations. Now I can only imagine this could only be done from one man and one man only. And we're talking about Taka Michinoku. Now, Taka Michinoku has been out of the game, Mr. Ventura. Do you think he would be a great asset in terms of relations overseas, especially dealing with China, because a lot of the things that are happening over there, and Japan as well?
If Robin was gay with Batman in the comic books, Taka Michinoku would be the Robin of Japan. He sniffs. What I'm trying to tell you is in the backstage, Taka Michinoku's known for having sex with men. But the fact of the matter is, Justin Bieber's eyeballs look like Jake the Snake Roberts when he comes. Look at that face. He has the foot face. My wife is going to die soon. Oh, my God, Jesse. What? Good Christ.
Thank you, Jesse Ventura. We'll love to have you. Come see you back Thursday. Try the View.
I'd love to go to the View and just fucking cum in their faces. Just fucking right in the face. Oh, no black people own weapons because I'm a dumb, ignorant fucking Holocaust survivor.
Like that, I mean, again, that quote alone, even if I wasn't black, I'd kind of be going, okay, we gave you the right to say that. Because again, at this point, it's like, you know, arming anybody at this point, regardless. I mean, again, when you talk about they're trying to arm teachers, first of all, they're there to teach. They didn't go to, unless if you're, you know, you went to the military and you were trained.
As a substitute, Tom Berenger.
Oh my gosh! When I was hearing that, I'm like, okay, this is going to be the next step in literally making schools into literally, what do you call, like, you know,
prison?
What do you call those schools? Like what do you? Like almost kind of like a prison school, almost in a way. Or what do you call those? Like rehabilitation centers for boys, except for, you know,
juvie.
No, you're talking like military school type of thing, or
no, it's like I forget what you call
re-education camps.
It's like all these these youth jails, basically kind of like juvenile detention centers, except it's like, again, even with all the education involved, it's going to feel like a combination,
like a re-education camp on top of a school.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, and plus with all the security in terms of like how you come into a school, you got to go through because in Compton especially, you got to go through these security.
You got the medical detector. You got the metal detector down there, right?
Yeah, and it's we don't want that. I mean, dude, imagine just doing that in every school in America. That's literally militarizing / creating
I don't agree with that. I don't think having one entrance with metal detectors is militarizing. I think it's the opposite. I think militarizing would be what the Republicans would do, which would be putting like 2 officers with ARs in the school. I would.
No, I don't mind having.
Can I just say, giving teachers guns is a horrible idea?
Well, yeah, because
have you ever been in high school?
Yeah,
have you ever seen a high school teacher?
You get the wrong teacher.
Half the high school teachers want to shoot their
Not just that, but look, if a student knows where that gun is,
yeah, there's a lot of black students that are scared. I'll tell you that. Sit down,
the
Malcolm.
Teacher from That's My Boy.
I thought Malcolm was reaching for a gun.
You know what? Back when I was in county college, there was this one teacher. I'll never forget her, bro. She was from like the hood, right? Like she dealt with like people that didn't know how to like act up or didn't know how to act right in class. So she would make everybody stand up when a question was needed to be answered. And I first went to her and I said, "Look, ma'am, this is not military school.
Ma'am?
This is a college. Yeah, this is a college education course, and if you're gonna treat me like I'm from the military, or if you're gonna treat me like I'm some dude that can't acknowledge, like, again, yes, that I do have rights, and yes, I can act normally, then there's no reason for me being here." And she's like, "Well, then get the heck up out of the class." I'm like, "With pleasure." And I ain't gonna lose no credit.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? So like,
it's
crazy how
You should have raped her.
Nah, she was sawdust and coochie crust, bro. I don't touch that.
Was she not? Was she hot?
No, she was up there in age, and
you know what?
You ever see that movie, The Principal, with Jim Belushi?
Oh yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I remember
that's good.
I didn't see it though. I saw like.
Oh, it's awesome.
The only ones I ever saw was the Gangsta's Paradise one or whatever.
Oh no, this is great. This is 80s at its best. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I love the movie Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Dangerous Minds was the name. Yeah.
Which, by the way, that was in
Jump, damn it! You want to jump? You smoke crack, don't you, Sam? You smoke crack, don't you?
Now, son, sit down. Oh, he didn't sound like that. I wish I could do his voice.
I like Shawshank Redemption.
Now, son, sit down, okay? I'm Morgan Freeman.
There you go.
I want Morgan Freeman's voice to be my GPS.
You are not turning left on the boulevard.
Yeah.
Turn right.
It's almost like he's got like a better, deeper Jay-Z accent. Like Jay-Z kind of, but Jay-Z...
Well, he's from the South, so...
Yeah. Jay-Z's too squeaky, though, you know?
Well, like, either him or James Earl Jones is just a great voice.
Oh.
Like if I had to, like, wake up in the morning to, like, one of those voices, I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. That's fine.
You have
if he was still alive, I would say...
I'd have Tony Montana.
Obi-Wan. Your dick is in my face, Obi-Wan. I wish I could do
I'd have
one.
Tony Soprano, that's who.
Fuck that.
Fuck up, hey, AJ, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god, if I had to listen to that, I'd break my GPS in half.
Honestly, that makes me want to go to one of those places where you can smash stuff for like a price for like a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I would want to kill somebody. You know what? I'd take Ryback or... Either Ryback or Duke Nukem is my GPS, probably.
Duke Nukem.
Take a
definitely.
left.
Well,
finish.
No Cornette for you, Joe? No Jim Cornette?
No.
Arrive at 75 Willow Street in
We gotta
3
go left
minutes.
to go to Wendy's. Gotta get that double cheese.
Take a
double egg,
left.
double nail.
Take a right now. This is Woodland
Make a
Street.
U-turn, you damn idiot.
Make a U-turn.
Hey, why not bring back Larry Funk and just use him as a fucking GPS guy?
I wish I could do like
oh my
any
gosh,
voice.
get Larry Funk with the GPS.
Don't crash
I
like
turned
that.
right, Joe. I'm on my fucking last whiskey, my liver.
God damn it, Joe. Turn left. Turn left, you fucking tarded fuck.
Turn left to go to my grave.
You turn
Go to my
back.
cemetery.
If you don't turn left now, I'm going to come back to life and shoot Leah in the pussy.
Don't send me dead flowers, damn it.
Oh,
And I'm
thank
gonna
God.
steal another 20-year-old's kidneys.
Yeah. How many 20-year-old kidneys can I steal?
It has 16 titles. Row, triple A, Owens.
Yeah.
Really? Now, trio title is coming too.
Oh. AEW should
You know what?
end themselves.
You know what you can do with those trios titles? Absolutely nothing. That's what they did with the women's tag titles. End of story. Bye bye.
Pretty much. Like, there's really not much. There's just well, they'll probably do more with those than the fucking Atlantic, whatever the fuck it is. Hey, villain, thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum villain. What's going on?
If anything,
let's think about this, okay?
Yeah.
You know what's shitty about that? They're bringing out these 2 new titles, and for the price of those 2 new titles, they could have hired Joe on commentary.
Yeah, they could hire me. I'm gonna be fucking poor.
Well, you know, the
Joe on commentary would be more interesting.
The thing is, though, it's like I'm looking at those titles. I'm thinking, why don't you just make those titles for, let's say, like Dark or Elevation to, like, kind of like, get some of those guys over and get a more appeal, even though they're not on the main roster. You know what I mean? Like, I could see for that.
Lethal something to do.
Right.
Title. Oh, shit.
But Joe brought up a great point though on Wednesday. Joe brought up a great point on Wednesday when it came to like the Ring of Honor titles. That's already convoluted. AEW's only been in its 3rd year, and we already have like almost close to 10 titles.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
They should. Oh my God, Cock in the chat. They should have a trans title. That's a great point.
Well, Sonny Kiss would probably be the only.
Yeah. So what would that be?
No, Sonny Kiss is
Nyla Rose and Sonny
be like
Kiss.
the European.
Sonny Kiss is not trans. Sonny Kiss ain't trans. Sonny Kiss is gay.
No, but I mean, like,
You're right. You know what? Make it LGBTQ. Oh, it's a rainbow. Oh my God, I want to see the rainbow title now. Make it happen. I'm serious. I don't care.
It'll be like the European title.
Yeah, and you know what? They can defend it all over the world against any other LGBTQ, and all you have to do is be a member, right? So even if you're a they, them, or a non-binary, you can.
That's how
you can only beat your opponent by sneaking up from behind.
No, the only way to pay is by 69 position.
The 69 belt.
Oh my God, dude! Let's do it. Let's make it happen, dude. I'm actually kind of game for that. That's gonna be. People are gonna say that they're virtue signaling, but that's a great idea because Nyla Rose, so you get Nyla Rose against Sonny Kiss against like a guy who's skinny and on soy.
Jade Cargill.
Wait, the Liberian guy.
Yeah,
get the Liberian guy.
Well, wait, Liberian or librarian?
The librarian guy.
Oh, because there could be.
You mean the guy that stole Joe gimmick?
Because there could be a Liberian. Yeah, I had that gimmick. That pricky fucking. I had the better one. I had a great. Do you remember my rant?
The
I had a better
Liberian
promo.
might have been the TNT champion by now. You were playing him.
Let me tell you something. If I'd been the librarian, I'd still be there right now, leaving library cards on people's asses. I put a book over his head after I beat him. Did you remember when I cut that promo and I went, and the librarian always leaves a bookmark?
That was weird.
Dude. Oh my God, dude.
I bet they signed Paige. AEW.
Oh,
that's possible.
Have the OnlyFans title.
The what?
But that's the thing, though. Like, I don't know what the status
come
is
on
of
the
her.
women's title.
I don't know what the status is of her injury is because, again, when you come back from a broken neck, I mean, again, it's not easy,
not to
but
wrestle.
it's possible. Well, that's the thing. What are you going to do with her other than just do backstage stuff?
Have her manage,
She was the GM of SmackDown for a while. She's hot and she can talk.
Ruby Riott.
No,
manage Ruby Riott.
If she can't wrestle,
I wouldn't sign her at all.
I wouldn't sign her
no
unless
use.
she could wrestle. Or you know what? I would sign Paige, but the only way I would sign her is if we're launching the AEW OnlyFans. We want you to be our first woman, and then give her a portion. But then she'll be like, "I'll just stop my own one. Why would I do yours?"
Right. How about her and Brad Maddox? There you go.
Oh my God! Can you imagine bringing back Brad Maddox for like a night, like in any promotion
Yeah, he
whatsoever?
could come on all 16 titles.
Brad comes
Like,
out with a
I'm-
camera.
I'm still wondering whether or not if Brad Maddox was the person that actually leaked all that, insane footage.
Yeah,
that night,
they thought he was. They really they feel like it was him.
But again, it still hasn't been proven whether or not
Right.
publicly that was him. So
Okay, look at it this way. Why would Xavier Woods leak that footage? That would fuck him and the New Day up so fucking bad. Paige wouldn't do it because she's embarrassed to be seen with Brad Maddox.
well, remember that I call that the lost. I call that the lost weekend of both Alberto Del Rio and Paige because, again, it was just like the John Yoko story, except in the wrestling world. And it was just like one weird thing after another. You hear this, you hear that. And yeah, it was weird, man. And then of course all that comes about, and actually I remember. No, that was on a Friday. I think that was actually during St. Patty's Day, if I'm not mistaken, Joe. And that whole news broke out, and that was on Monetize This, and everybody was like, "Wait, we're talking about wrestling tonight? I thought we were just talking about just life." So,
yeah, I mean, well, hey, look at tonight. I mean, it's so quiet that it's like, you know what I mean? And I don't know what's going on, so we talk about whatever now. But yeah, we used to never talk wrestling.
It reminds me. Mustafa just reminded me of that thing that happened with 2K, the 2K Facebook.
Oh yeah, the comes all the dick pics and everything.
The Chris Benoit for the Hall of Fame.
Oh God.
Yep, they put Benoit in the Hall of Fame on the cover of the Facebook. It was quite a time.
They changed the logo to AEW Games or some shit.
Oh my gosh! I just recalled one of the comments on Twitter. For that night between Xavier Woods and Paige was like, somebody's like, I guess Xavier Woods took Black X-Pac pretty seriously as a new character. I was like, oh God.
Oh man.
X-Sac. X-Black.
And I love Xavier. I think he's a cool dude, but still.
X-Sac. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, so what's the story going on with X-Pac and KANE? I didn't follow up on that.
Yeah, they just basically KANE tweeted out like about guns, like hey, you know, I'm pro, you know, this bad stuff happens, but I support guns type of thing, and X-Pac was like, you really broke my heart with this or something.
Oh, okay. I haven't really
then
saw the
McFoley
tweet or whatever.
down on that.
Then McFoley said that too. He was like, oh my God.
It's liberals being retarded.
Well, libertarianism is a different thing. Like, again, it's like you empathize, but at the same time, though, you're still going to be pretty much conservatively, you know, in your ways. And again, I'm not arguing with KANE, but at the same time, though, I still feel that you can still be more empathetic in word choice.
Well, I just think I think he did all right with his words. I think it's just like kind of like I get KANE's point of view. It's sort of like I wouldn't I don't look to jump to protecting the guns, even if some people after a mass shooting say crazy stuff, right? Like it's time to take the guns or that sort of thing. Like I don't blame some people for getting that upset that they're saying that, right? Like next week they might be like, all right, maybe we don't, but like I also don't jump out to tweet about how awesome they are that day or that week. So I get it. But like from both of their standpoints is, well, you're tweeting about taking the gun, so I'm now tweeting that no, we're not going to do that. So that now you're mad at KANE, and it's like, well, I don't know, like.
I mean, I personally never been a fan of.
I don't like guns.
I've never been a fan of semi to fully automatic weapons in a residential area. I'm still kind of like not about that, but I also do know that if, let's say, for example, you're military trained, you pass all tests, both physical and mental. And you are able to, you know, operate, let's say, like a gun store or something like that, or like a gun range or whatever.
What are you saying right now?
No, I'm saying basically around the idea that I never was a big fan of semi to fully automatic weapons being held in a residential area if you're a gun owner. And you live in
so you're saying wait a minute, so you're saying like you'd rather it be like only gun owners can only own guns outside of cities? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think what he's saying is like he prefers handguns compared to
like handguns, snipers, sniper rifles or something like that, like, you know, for hunting.
Shotgun, but not like, you know, like semi-automatic.
Right, yeah, you don't rifles. You don't like guns that aren't handguns, snipers, or shotguns. Is that what you're saying?
It's not saying that I hate them. I just don't prefer them in residential areas in that way, unless if you're, you know.
But that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, what do you mean residential areas?
Like so, for example,
neighborhood,
anywhere.
Yeah,
but where? What does that mean? Everywhere is a residential area almost.
Not necessarily. Like, for example, if I'm, let's say, like if I'm like if it's a heavy populated area, right? Let's say more than.
Why
20,000-30,000 people or whatever. I don't know. That's just my personal.
But no, I'm trying to define this because this part doesn't make sense to me. It's like I'm really trying to figure this out.
Here, let me see. I think what he's trying to say, like, there probably might not be no use for it.
Yeah, but here's what I'm getting at. So like, let's pretend he's saying, well, you're saying residential area, so that means any neighborhood, anywhere where there's a street, You don't like guns that certain types
no.
of guns.
In terms of like a large populated area that again is more common for people. Instead of like
cities. Like I said, cities earlier. You said residential areas. I'm saying so. You're saying cities.
Like cities. Like essentially yes.
So,
and in terms of large areas that are basically where people are living right next to each other to the point where it's just like, because again in Texas, certain parts of Texas, your neighbor is like miles down the road, or whatever.
So as long as you're within, if you're outside of about a half a mile of somebody else, you can own any gun you want.
I wouldn't necessarily think it would be a big issue in terms of, again, and also depending on who the gun owner is and how well tamed, like he actually knows and understands the value of owning a gun and how to use it.
How would you? How would you ever know someone understands the value of owning a gun?
Well, that's the thing. Based upon experience and also,
common sense.
Well, I just think what you're saying is very vague and ambiguous. You know what I mean? Like I think what you're saying is very, very, like because
open to interpretation.
Yeah, because like I could bring a gun anywhere I wanted without anybody knowing. Like, what is that going to stop crime? Like, I don't really get it.
No, it's not going to stop crime at all. I'm just saying in the sense that, again, if you're in your right mind, obviously you understand, like, the law of, like, having, like, especially even in an open carry state.
Like, the responsibility.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you can't have a fully auto weapon because they're banned, but you can
They're banned, exactly. Semi-automatic, like, for example, like, AKs and
an Uzi.
And and Uzis and stuff like that, or even M16s, depending on the model.
So if I live in a ranch in Texas, I can have an AR. I can have an AR-15. But if I live in, let's say, like where I live now, I can't have one.
Pretty much, yeah. And just for me, in a sense, because it's like if I am, regardless of, let's say, for example, yesterday I was fine. And I never had any traumatic experience. And all of a sudden I had a traumatic experience and it just degraded over time. And I didn't seek certain help, which again, in mental health and various other ways and means of traumas, like if you don't take care of that, you're also equally as accountable as the people that are around you. Because then again, you're not addressing the situations, any issues that you're experiencing. Mental health goes both ways. It's not just,
well, I agree with the mental health thing. I don't think we need to like. I don't really think we need to regulate like who owns a gun based on per capita of living space, but I think we need to worry about people's mental health for sure. Like I'm worried about that.
I mean, didn't I hear a statistic just recently where it was like 400 million guns, whether or not they're illegally owned or not legally owned, more so than people in the United States?
I'm sure there's more guns than people, like probably at this point.
Like that's insane.
Oh yeah, and a lot of them are stored places. So,
yeah, but these things been happening since the 70s. Like you look at serial killers, right? The son of Sam, had a caliber, right?
Right.
He killed, like,
Joe. Let me ask you this. Like, for example, if let's say you started like when you were young, right? You started with a handgun, you started with a shotgun, you started with a rifle, right? And you got so good with what you were doing, you would think that you would progress to other weaponry in your opinion, right? Because you actually know the basics of
if you loved shooting. Yeah, but see, most of those people aren't the people that kill people usually. I feel like
right, but I'm just saying,
he has the most deadly thing of all. He has a fucking crossbow.
So. I have a crossbow.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there should be a sense of like leveling up, like per gun that you use, just because again, it's a matter of one is probably more powerful than the other, and knowing the value of that and the science behind it, because it's not just like saying, hey, I'm just going to pick up a gun and just shoot. You actually have to understand.
This would be like, I agree with what you're saying, kind of. Like, I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. Like, you think that everybody, basically, I think what you're trying to get at is, like, before you purchase a gun, in your opinion, like, you can start with a handgun, but you got to go to classes. Then you can get the handgun after waiting period, background check, and you went to 3 days of firearm training. Then you want to get an AR-15. Well, now you need to be taught how to shoot that. So you're treating every gun like driving school, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, but then also even before that, even if, let's say, for example, you're on your dad's ranch or whatever atmosphere you're around that's in a safe environment, And, like, for example, let's say I had a whole collection of every type of weaponry you could think of, and we're out there in the cut, and I'm basically teaching my son, like, okay, this is a handgun, this is what it specifically does in this area, blah, blah, blah. They all work in, various ways. This is what it, how you unload it, this is how you cock it, blah, blah, blah.
So,
and then we do target practicing in the back, that's fine. And then you work your way up, and then, of course...
But this is what people do. This is what people in the South do, like, a lot of them.
Right, but then there's also just a lot of people who just don't know what the heck they're doing, and they do it anyway.
There's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing when they drink too much alcohol. I mean, like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, of course.
There's also a lot of people that don't know what they're doing when they smoke too much weed.
Yeah, people don't know how to drive right. People, I mean, like, what you're saying is...
Oh, God, Jersey's horrible for that, by the way.
Yeah, I just don't know. I guess I don't get it. Like, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, when responsible fathers teach their child how to shoot and all these other things, like, they're going to have a kid that's probably more well-behaved and knows how to fucking shoot a gun the right way. But who gives a shit? Because the point is gun violence. So some retard fucking Call of Duty player kid who's scrawny, who never had a gun ever, is going to go out. So it doesn't matter. What? So all the good kids are trained well. So what? The dumb retard kid still killed 30 people. Like, it doesn't matter, Yeah,
unfortunately.
The background check and the parenting and the lifestyle, all that stuff is what matters. What matters is, like the Boston bombers, the goddamn Russians warned the FBI. The Russians warned them. These two are radical.
It was like a few days before the incident, right?
Not just that, they'd warned them. I know the Russians warned us years before, like a year before the incident or something. It was way before. And they were like, watch this shit. And the FBI didn't do anything, and then they blew people up.
And it's actually kind of funny you mentioned that too, because the day before,
if only they'd had a mother to teach them how to use a pressure cooker the right way.
Well, the funny thing is like the day before 9/11, the FBI and the CIA got intelligence about a potential threat that can, harm, like, again, a major, building potentially in New York or someplace like that, and yet they didn't give each other information, and all of a sudden 9/11 happened. And
I think they did give each other the information. I think they were like, oh, okay, they wanted it to happen. That's what I think.
I mean, it was allegedly. I mean, it was based upon reports, allegedly within both organizations, and how they were talking about, it was, and again, whether it was coincidence or whatnot, again, it was talked about that day in reports.
Yeah, and I talked about this the other day, that sometimes it's hard to tell when something is really negligent, when people are super negligent or stupid. Sometimes it's almost hard to believe they're that dumb. So what happens is you try to reason it. So, like, for instance, for an example, 9/11 is either planned out by us or we are retards. So we're either retarded or we planned it out.
We got comfortable.
But here's the other thing. No, I don't think it's that we got comfortable, because you can shoot down planes. Like, you can know the planes are coming at the buildings. Like, it's not.
I mean, the first plane, obviously no one knew. The second plane was so low.
The Pentagon. And that's what tells me they knew, that they let the fucking plane crash into the Pentagon.
And then the other one was aiming for the DC, and then of course lands in PA, and the whole nine. So
now here's the other thing with this.
I thought the other one was aiming for Camp David.
White House. I think it was going for the White House.
Yeah, it was going for the White House.
So I thought it was going for.
So you got. I'm giving you examples of what happens when we can't believe that someone is so stupid that we believe it's a conspiracy, or we believe that they did it on purpose. And the reason is for this. So 9/11's one of them. The second example is Uvalde, right? The cops wouldn't go in for an hour. They just seem retarded. It seems planned, like the FBI did it, because it's so stupid. Now, the third example is Katrina. Katrina was like, we were not getting there to help people quick enough, and it was so crazy that, to me, I thought, wow, they're fucking retarded to not be there to save these people. Well, what did Kanye West say? Kanye West said, well, it's racism. George Bush doesn't care about black people. And
he didn't really.
Well, and because like, you can't fathom the government and the George Bush and the U.S. and that the responders didn't get there in time, so that your brain starts going to the net, like, what's the reason for this? I bet it's racism. Or what's the reason for this? I bet it's a conspiracy. What's the reason for this? I bet they let it happen. The FBI has been doing, so even if that is true, those things, they could be, but probably sometimes they're not true. But your brain goes to that because your brain almost doesn't want to accept. Oh, the cops were just cowards or scared or retarded, or somebody told them to stand down and they thought they were doing the right thing and they weren't. Whatever. Like you just can't believe
Would you
that.
throw the marathon in that, Joe?
I just know, dude. If I'm a cop, I'm a fight or flight person, but like I usually fly. I usually get away. I fly. I take flight, but I do fight sometimes. But certainly for other people, I fight more than for myself. Dude, if you're there, there is no way. I don't care what the fucking sergeant says, what anybody says. I'm going into the school. I have a weapon. There are kids in there. There's a guy in there with a weapon. We don't, I'm going in. Like
Yeah, the fact that there was hesitation on that part just costs lives and potentially other lives. God forbid if he got into another room. Actually, they just showed a video somewhere on YouTube where, like, if this were to happen, like, how you take like a chair and put it up against like the door handle and kind of like, making sure like nobody's able to get in or whatever. But even then, it's like, if I got a gun, I could blast through that door and just like go ham.
Yeah,
especially have a log of magazine.
You know how cheap those fucking chairs are?
Exactly, and I just all I got to do is just shoot through the lock and just like shoot around it and just go right through the door.
I agree that there's things that you could do to defend yourself and try. They could have maybe done. I'm sure they were trying to do all they could, but man, bro, I can't stand thinking about it. I try not to think about the shooting because it drives me insane. Because I don't care. I don't know how a cop didn't go in there right away. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I have 3 kids. I don't want to die. I don't want to not make it home to my 3 kids. But if I was there and I'm the cop, I would go in. I'd be like, tell my kid, if I don't come out, I had to do this. Like, I know I have 3 kids at home, but I'm a cop. I'm here to protect those hundreds of kids that are in that school. Like, I'd be going right in. They wouldn't even, that's the funny thing is, like, you wouldn't even be able to stand outside and be like, what are we going to do? What do you think we should do? Do you have body armor? I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm like the first
Aren't
thing.
all cops required to wear body armor anyways?
I don't know. I don't know, but I would go in. I'd be like, I'm going to go in and kill this guy. I'll see you guys. Anyone want to come with me? No, I'm going. What are you going to do? Shoot me? I'm going in. And now I guess they said a cop did go in there and said something like, I don't know if this is true. This could be completely fake or wrong or whatever. I heard that a cop was in there and that he was like, is anybody in here? And then the kids all made noise like, yes. He's like, there's the police. Anybody in this room? And then the kid said, yeah. And then the guy was, and like,
oh yeah, no, cops got shot. Like wait a minute,
no cops got shot. Did they? Did they? Cops got shot?
Yeah. There was a few
two
cops that got shot. Yeah.
I would have been. I would have been shot too because I would have been going in.
One of them came to was at the same hospital that I went to when I was fucking dying and shit. So I know that for a fact that he was there. He survived too, but the other one, I don't know if he did.
I didn't hear anything about cops being shot. Shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then shit, I just read right now that somebody was claiming that somebody died in Afghanistan last year, and they fucking put it in the report.
I don't see any report about a cop being shot. Can you find me that article?
Okay. I'll show you the footage
of the cops being shot.
No. Like the news reported it.
Really?
Yeah. The news reported it. And it wasn't just one source. There was a few sources.
There was a lot of sources. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both local and abroad.
Damn, I had no idea. So wait, they got shot, then they left, and then they just were like, we're not going in until we have.
There's a lot of gaps in the whole thing because again, we're still getting pieces, reported from the actual dais, and of course, other pieces of footage that are still being compiled. Again, it's an ongoing investigation even now. So,
well, can you let me know when you have that video of the cops being shot?
I don't have the fucking video, but okay, his name was in charge. Oh no, they're talking about the cop in charge.
No, I'm talking about anybody. Like I never heard any cop was shot in Uvalde.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it right now. Damn, I saved a lot of them, so I just gotta read look at the report.
I never
because I know that reported it.
What, Dan?
You would think the media would be all over that. if a cop ended up getting shot.
Well, that's what they said, but I never heard of one cop being shot.
Wow, that was like the
I mean,
first
not
report.
killed, but definitely injured.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
not
killed.
killed.
I'm saying shot. You're saying
Wow.
shot. I'm saying shot. Now you're jumping to killed. I'm saying shot. I don't think one guy
Hey
was
man,
shot.
nice shot.
Hey, man!
Do it.
Damn it, I had to do it.
I don't. I would love to know that because that's shocking to me. If somebody got shot, I'd love to know that because I didn't know. I never heard about that.
Gargas, just Google it. I know you probably got a lot of trimmings or whatever like that. Just go.
I just Googled it. I can't find it though.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone was shot. I'm telling you.
Or Ask Jeeves or something. I know they don't.
Ask
it's not there
Jeeves.
anymore.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ!
I know it's not there anymore. I was just making it funny. Come on now.
AOL.
God damn.
I brought it back, man.
Hotmail.
Oh my god.
Jizz on
But
Jeeves'
just-
face.
Is Bling? I'm sorry, not Bling. Bing. Is that still a thing?
Bing is. That's still Explorer's thing.
I don't even. try
Internet
to-
Explorer still exists.
They shot.
Yeah.
They tased parents. I remember that. But
It makes no sense.
no cop was shot that I can find.
Oh, I'm about to go on Google right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for it too. I'm just like, why the fuck would they report that? And they said that they sent.
I don't
them
think
to
they
two
did
different-
report it though. Like I've never heard one
They
report
don't
about
trust me.
that.
They did. They did report because I heard it.
They sent them to two different hospitals.
I have not-
BAMC and University.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know if maybe I have not ever heard of this.
I haven't either.
I watched all the coverage, like sadly.
Man, I wish I could fucking.
Because it was reported, so I'm just trying to figure
You
out.
keep saying that,
Yeah,
but by
that's
who?
why it was
Who reported it? I never heard anyone report
By
it.
the local
trying to-
news here.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't have your local news.
No,
Yeah,
dude,
no.
like because basically what they do is on certain networks, on YouTube or whatever like that. If you're looking up a story, something is a live stream, and then of course you're able to look at it on YouTube.
Dave Meltzer reported it.
Oh my gosh.
Dave Meltzer reported. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm looking at the statistics and it has teachers listed here, but it doesn't have any of the cops listed.
Wow.
I'm trying to find it myself also. Hold on. Uvalde
Probably
police.
because I hate the Uvalde cops now.
I'm just saying, like, so basically, from my standpoint is no cops were shot, no cops went in until it was too late. So that's a problem.
And then they
Oh,
tased
I
the
think
parents.
it was the security cop there. That's what it was.
Okay.
Security guard cop. That's
Oh.
what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, so he wasn't a cop. He was just there with fucking, with the badge.
Yeah, wasn't
So
he
was he
the
like
maybe
a
he was the
cop or something?
um
Was he like the equivalent of a mall cop?
did he have a gun?
His last name Blart.
Yeah, he had a gun, but it outclassed his gun.
Blart.
So. Yeah.
Well,
he did have a gun.
See, that's the thing, though. Again, still, the cop, if I'm a cop, I got a handgun if I'm going in. With no bulletproof vest, I'm going in because there's kids in there. I know I'm up against it. I know this guy might have a bulletproof vest and a helmet, and he has an AR. That's crazy. But, I mean, I'm going in. Like, I'm just going in.
I'm going in.
There's a new song.
in.
I'm going in. All right.
I'm going in, your fucking asshole.
Just play the APA theme song and just go in there.
The security cop claims he didn't know he was on duty, but he was.
What?
There it is.
He said
There it is.
he thought someone else was on duty, says Asher.
Oh my
So
gosh.
he didn't even have a
There
gun,
it
I
is.
guess. He didn't even have a gun. He didn't have a gun.
He didn't have the gun? Oh shit. Would he have a knife?
Whatever. I mean, so but again, no cops were shot then. No cops went in and got shot.
Just security.
Look, hey,
Just
look.
security
They
cops.
wanted all cops to be demolished. They wanted fucking reforms and shit. There you go.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, I don't care about any of that, dude. They could this country could be killing cops like and ripping their heads off on the streets, and if I'm still going into school, like I'm still going in, like I don't care. Like
You have the right to, if your child's there. you
No,
know
it's
what?
not even the
or
kid-
if you're a police,
Yeah.
police or anybody in general, you'd go in there and try to save a day, try to save somebody's
Absolutely,
life.
dude. I don't
You
know
know?
what, dude. There could be a fire, and like I'm going, like I just don't. I get it. You don't have bulletproof vest. Like, it's not tactically the right thing to do, right? Like, tactically, you wait, a SWAT team comes in, whatever. But no, when there's an active shooter, dude, all you got to do is look up the dime bag situation. There's an active shooter. He's in the fucking theater. You don't know what weapons he has, but he's killing people. You come in the back door with a shotgun and blow his head off, and you win.
And dude, and that was on tape.
Right.
That was on. Oh my gosh,
dude, that was crazy. That is exactly how you deal with a shooter. You go, I'm going to try to go in and catch him by surprise, and that's what you hope to do is catch him by surprise.
Go in, neutralize the target. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, and you know, it would help if you had 2 or 3 other cops. See, if 4 of those cops right away were like, we're going in right now, and the sergeant was like, no, we're going to wait, and there'll be a SWAT team and something. No, fuck you, we're going in. If 4 of you go in, you know, 2 covering the sides and back, and you're in the front, it helps because if you're walking down the hall and he's quiet, and you go by a door, you have to check every door, first of all, right? You got to open every door the minute you enter the building, unless you hear the shots. If you hear the shots coming from far away, okay, it's somewhere far away. It's not over here. It's somewhere way down there. Okay, I'm going to head that way, right? But if you don't know where he is and you're hearing no gunshots and everyone's being pretty quiet, well, now, I mean, you've got to start door by door because if you get ahead and he pops out behind you, you know, you don't know. So, but I mean, dude, I'd be in a panic. Opening doors, looking around. And here's the other thing. You got to be careful because I think what you could open up a door, right? And go, is everybody okay? Is he in here? And they all go, no, oh my God. And they probably just scream. They probably don't even answer you at first because they don't realize you're a cop. They're just like, oh my God. No, it's a police. Is he in here? But eventually he could hear you 3 doors down. You know, now he pops up. So you are at a major disadvantage. I understand that. Like, it's not good. He's got an AR-15. You have a handgun of some kind or a shotgun. And you don't know where he is yet. So I get that.
Shoot me in the face if I'm Superman. You said 3 doors down, man. What's with these fucking references?
I don't know if I go crazy. I'll break in your school and shoot you down. But no.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
It's like, I don't know, man. I just think that look at this. Look at the whatever the team that went in there. The fucking illegals. Whatever the ICE. Was it ICE or somebody like that? The Border Patrol. The Border Patrol agents went in. It's like they got him, right? They went in and got him. Because whatever.
Which guy?
Now, granted, I'm sure the Border Patrol agents were more trained, like better trained. So, yeah, they were the better team, but they weren't there at the time. So,
who?
The Border Patrol agents. Jesus.
No, but who were they getting?
The shooter.
Shooter McGavin.
They're the ones that killed the shooter. And they went in for one of them had a kid in the school too, so they were like, we're going in.
Yeah, that was the one that fucking shot him.
Steel Team 6, there we go.
Bro, I just know that I'm going in. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. I can't, like, that's why people jump to conspiracy theories. I mean, dude, that's why I think. I almost think. But I know in my head the likely story is the cops are inept and stupid, I guess. But there is that part of my brain that's like it's definitely the FBI. It's a conspiracy because of 8 grown men or whatever cops that were there, they didn't go in. Within like 45 minutes went by while they didn't go in. Like that's not. That just
who's
doesn't
to say that. Look, no, I don't want to be conspiracy either.
I know it's just.
But who's to say that it's because Joe Biden's presidential term is going to shit, right?
Well, see, that's what I'm concerned about, right? Donald Trump had 3 years of a great time. I'm not a big Donald Trump fan, but he had 3 years of great. We had 3 years of good. I know we had 3 years.
He was the lesser of 2 evils.
This country was doing pretty damn good. Now, we had a lot of work to do in a lot of areas still, but we were doing pretty decent for 3 years. All of a sudden, COVID destroys everything, everywhere, the whole world, but it comes from maybe a lab that we are involved in, run by fucking Fauci. So that's weird. And now all of a sudden we need, we're getting near the election time, and now all these weird Buffalo and the school and another one, and the media's going crazy. I don't know, it's just weird. And cops wouldn't go in the school for like an hour. Like, what? So, like, that's why people jump to these fucking conspiracies, because they don't believe that the cops could be this retarded. You know, just like Kanye West couldn't believe that the rescue teams couldn't be that retarded during Katrina, so he said George Bush doesn't care about black people. You think George Bush was like, you know what? We don't really need to rescue those people. They're black. Like, no, it's probably that he's a moron. But, like, you jump to the conspiracy because you can't believe you're watching people struggling and suffering, and our U.S. government can't get there and organize it the right way. But actually, that's really what it was. They're retarded. Like, so it's like, so you just think, well, it's because they're black. Because you get angry, and that's what you think. And I understand why they thought that. Because, dude, would they do, because you start thinking about that, like, would they do, if this was white people, would they get there? Because it's so stupid that you're not saving families and children and people on the roofs, and the fucking goddamn water's flooding into everybody, and there's still shit isn't there the right way. Why do we pay for FEMA? You know, what do we do with FEMA when they're not even there? So people jump to the conclusion of, oh, this is race. They're just racist. They don't care because it's a black area. Well, there's white people too, but I get it. It's because you can't believe that people are that stupid. That's what it is. But, yeah, it's a little too convenient, a little too weird.
Would you say that the same thing with the Boston Marathon, Joe?
That one I don't think so. That one seems rogue to me. That the Boston Marathon one feels, I mean, the only kind of conspiracy you could get into with the Boston Marathon is that these guys were programmed by the FBI. But the reason why you wouldn't think that is because Russia warned us before they ever got here. So if they were like programmed by the FBI, why would the FBI have programmed them outside the country first and then they came here? So, but maybe they did. I don't know. But that one's hard. It's kind of like, what? But why did those guys want to blow up the Boston parade? I mean, the race.
Like why choose marathon as a target? Like,
they want to wreak havoc at any public setting.
Was there a motive? Is that the motive? I don't remember what their motive was. What did they say? Did you remember?
Weren't they connected to some terrorist group like Al Qaeda or ISIS or some shit?
Like, one that I can remember is like the Pulse nightclub shooting, where I think he's Arabic, right? That guy, he went to the nightclub, he shot up all the gay people during Pride Month.
And his sister.
And oh yeah,
he killed his sister, right? Down that alley.
Yeah, to me, I think they were just probably, again, like sick, mentally ill people. I think the older brother was the one that was like, to me, it's the older brother was like an extremist, and he's sort of like the younger one was too stupid and just followed everything and did it too. Yeah, and so like they both ended up doing something terrible because.
Oh, you guys are talking about Las Vegas. I was talking about like
shooting. I was talking about Boston.
Boston.
Oh, my bad. But
yeah, we were trying to figure out what the fuck's the motive. Like, what was the real motive? Like,
well, Mustafa said earlier about ideologies and mental health. Well, they both kind of, in the end, they both intertwine because it all deals with the brain and shit. So the more you feed off into that, it's gonna consume you and it'll change who you are, and you'll start acting differently. You'll start doing different things you normally don't do. And then,
what concerns me is every single time somebody goes out and does some kind of wild shit, they're on the FBI list, the FBI knows about them, and then a lot of times they have a contact with the FBI.
It's all a psyop, Joe. It's all a psyop.
Revenge for American military action in Iraq.
I'll tell you what a psyop is. The damn QAnon bastards. That's a big psyop. And they get these assholes, and it basically just make everybody else look bad. That way, if you do anything that's normal and you're like, listen, I think this is a false flag, then they go, oh, you're QAnon. So the PSYOP works.
So the PSYOP works.
I mean, that's what it is, man. They if you create a group like QAnon, like that, it's a perfect PSYOP, because now if any rational Americans who are not QAnon say anything about this could be a conspiracy, which we know conspiracies are real, they happen all the time, that's why they exist. Now, if you say that, now they can just be like, all your friends will be like, "What are you, a fucking QAnon person?" And like, so that's how you stop. That's the PSYOP of QAnon.
But it's all by design.
Where did that little bit of Boston accent come from, Joe?
Did it come out? I don't know. I was probably
you
looking.
did.
I was looking at your face.
Dude, I can't believe that kid's still alive. They haven't killed him yet.
Oh, Chernarev or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still alive, dude.
He reversed.
They put him on the cover. They put him on the cover of Time magazine. Remember that?
Yeah, I was like, people were like saying that he was like, girls were liking him and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, he blew up a child in my neighborhood. Like, he's awesome. Let's put him on the Time magazine.
I personally think he should be hung at the marathon finish line.
Dude, he. That would be awesome. Oh my God, please do that. I remember.
And crosses the finish line, he just machetes them.
I remember I was watching live, and I was watching the marathon live. I was going to go down and cover it because I started my show around that time, right? It was 2013. We were doing the show here. And I told Leah, I think I'm going to go down and cover it, and then I decided not to. So me and Leah are watching the Boston bombing, or the Boston Marathon, and all of a sudden...
Boston bombing?
Right. We hear the explosion, and I'm watching the TV, and they were like something, and they cut to it, and you could see, like... And I remember I had it on DVR, but I long since gone now. But you could see blood, and you could see fucking limbs and shit. And I was like, "Oh my God, I think I just saw a person like in pieces of someone." And you could see smoke, and then they kind of cut away, and they started like cutting to different things. But I remember at first I was like, "Holy shit!" And I told Leah right away. I was like, "Something's going on." She turned on her police scanner, and I'll never forget me and Leah. And by the way, for the people that don't remember this, or you were too young, or you just didn't notice it, or you didn't listen, whatever the case is. This feels like it was yesterday, but it was 2013 now, when my show started, when this happened. But me and Leah, I didn't go to work the next day. I remember I banged out of work because me and Leah were up all night or for a day or two listening to the police scanner. Because
you couldn't go to work. The whole state was on lockdown.
Well, I was in an area where I could have, I think, but it was... I don't know, man. It was crazy. But if you listen to the police scanner at night when the cops were fighting the brothers, and they ran the brother over and shit, and they were like, you could hear smashing explosions and noises, and the cops like freaking out and being like, they've got explosives, and like they were throwing pressure cookers at the cops from the car. Like, it sounded insane. And to this day, if you want to hear it, at least from if I remember, first of all, I have it recorded somewhere. But on YouTube, somebody uploaded the police scanners. The police scanners are unbelievable. Like, it was, I could not stop listening to that night. It was crazy.
So it was with the Vegas shooting. I couldn't stop listening to these scanners. I think I recorded like 2 hours of it, and I was like, I just gave up.
Yeah, like that was crazy too. And I remember listening to that a bit, but it just was like the bombing was crazy because remember, they went after they blew up the bombing thing, then they were trying to figure out who did it. Then they figured out who did it, and they came up with the pictures. Then they released the pictures to everybody. Then later they killed a cop. Remember, a cop was like sitting in his car, and they sliced his throat and took the car.
No, I don't remember that. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. They fucking, I think they took the cop's car or they sliced the cop's throat. So they killed the cop.
It was a security guard.
It was a security guard? Yeah, it was I thought it was, you're right, it was a security guard. But they're on the run. Then they find him. And then they kill the fucking security guard who's sitting in his car. They take that car, then they lead the cops on a huge chase. And then they get into Watertown. Then the cops chase them through Watertown, and then they kill the brother. The older one. They run him fucking over. Like, they shot him and then run him over. Like, and then
his brother killed his.
No, you're right. The brother ran over the brother. Yes, yeah. You're right. The brother ran his own brother over by accident, and the cops on the thing like, he hit him. He hit the guy. Like, and they like, he ran over him. Like, we didn't even do it. Like, it was like the fucking brother ran his own brother over. Then he got shot, and then the other kid got shot, and then he made his way through like the Watertown neighborhood. They couldn't find him for hours. They had to cordon off like all the areas of Watertown, and then a guy figured out that he saw bloodstains on his boat that was shrink wrapped in the backyard, and saw the blood, and then the kid was just sitting in the boat, bleeding to death. Yeah. And they tried to flashbang him. They flashbanged him out of the boat. And then he wasn't responding to that either. And I think that's when they just went in and they realized like he was so fucked up that he couldn't even get out of the boat. The flashbangs didn't matter. He was so fucked up.
I don't know if I ever told you this, Joe, but when the bombs went off initially,
Yeah.
I was a few streets away from Newberry Street where it all happened.
I was gonna say you were close there. You know, I remember thinking like I'm not that far away, but really I kind of was. You were right there.
No, I was actually on my way to the finish line when the bombs went off.
Oh wow, I was gonna go down to the finish line. That's what's crazy. I would have been right near you. Yeah, $40 billion to Ukraine, but we don't know anything. And like I said earlier, Joe Biden and Hunter Biden all have relations with Ukraine. And now suddenly, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're going to send them $40 billion. I honestly believe I honestly believe
we
that
should be sending anyone $100 to do shit at the grocery store anymore. Fuck
Bro,
Joe
Give him
Biden
$100 and a gift card.
I just don't know, man. Text, there's the Discord, bro.
$200 in the.
It's crazy, man. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, give him $25 to Walmart and be done with it.
An Arby's or some shit.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, they got burgers now.
Smokehouse.
Have a buffet.
That's funny though.
What does it cost you too much money?
They should start making us some fucking baby formula then. If we give them all that money, you know,
That's what
help
I'm
us
saying.
out.
Yeah, we don't have our gas is at $6. Baby formula's fucked. Let me explain this.
No tampons.
I'm going to say it all out loud right now. Baby formula, Russia's doing better. Right? Gas, Russia's doing better. $1.18. Housing, Russia's doing better. All of the inflation of all the prices of everything, Russia's doing better. Healthcare, Russia's doing better. Right? The only thing that we have Russia beat on a little bit is wages, but they also don't need as much to live. So really, dude, Russia's beating us on everything from what I can tell. I mean, dude, fact, gas, beating us. Housing, beating us. Healthcare, beating us. Baby formula, beating us. Supplies,
Do you think
beating us.
Russia will take my EBT?
Maybe. They might actually take your EBT.
I'll take your EBT.
Anybody will take it here. But
Well, you're Mexican, Garget. You take anything you can get your hands on.
Tell that too. Tell that. Never mind.
Draymond Green is fresh.
I mean, if you were here in Massachusetts, Garguts, you'd be able to get a fucking driver's license.
The fuck? The hell does that even mean? Anyways, mothers.
Mothers, is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Hey,
I wanted to make a mom joke, but I didn't.
Hey, Tex is here.
It's the local Grand Wizard. Hey, how you doing, Tex?
Oh.
Oh,
fucked up.
The wizard? I thought we started calling him a quitter.
Oh.
I must have not gotten that memo.
Oh, yeah. Fucking close your mouth then.
Are you the one with penis problems that I'm always hearing about?
Who's that?
I don't know. Hey, if you guys want to donate tonight, the link is in the description box down below. It's also pinned to the chat, and there's a super chat function down below as well. Tomorrow night is Beat the Clock. Beat the Clock tomorrow night. See how late we can keep us up. I don't know what happened to Tex. He couldn't seem to get it. Maybe it works now. Tex is back.
Maybe he's having that problem where he can't hear shit.
Oh, well, I just expanded the room.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear now.
What's up, guys?
What's up, baby?
Tex?
Oh, not much. I'm working in that making money, so I've been away on Friday actually a while.
Working nights?
He's working Friday nights a lot now, he said.
Shit, yeah.
I've been working.
Fuck.
I've got a security job at my buddy's at full site security, watching cameras and shit, trying not to fall asleep at 4 a.m. So a lot of fun. So, anyways, how are y'all?
We're better than Justin Bieber's eyes.
Oh my god! I literally saw that right before you posted the thumbnail. And
I'm assuming that's vaccination, or he was raped and looks that way. I mean, what's going on?
It looks like he's got
a virus.
He's got that paralysis thing that happens. He
has monkeypox.
Seems to happen to. I'm not saying it's because of it, but a lot of people get it after the vax. I don't know.
Wait, you looked that up?
I mean, I don't know about the twitchy eye thing, but fucking heart attacks and embolism shot through the fucking roof after that damn thing. So.
His eye is not twitching. It's just his other eye does not close, so it makes the other part of his face.
Well, no, it's
look
it's a paralysis. It's a Bell's palsy type of thing. Like that actually
maybe-
is a side effect of the vaccine. They said that it's a thing.
Maybe the training he was fucking like slapped him with his cock and then maybe have a fucking shot of Michael's eye. Is this possible?
Justin,
but his eyes wasn't closing, so it was like looking up. To
It's just a little stutter, you know.
Yeah. And the other side of his face is just fucking high out of his mind on fucking whatever they gave him. Probably Michael Jackson drugs or something. I mean, just think about it though. This guy had he went from being like fucking crazy and always making the news, and then he tried to calm down, and then he got married, and then went to church and did shit like that, and then look at this shit. The vaccine fucked him
No,
up.
he didn't go to church. He went to the fake church where you pay your way to look at me how good I am. He went to that Hillsong church where hell, even they're under investigation right now.
Hillsong?
Hillsong, yeah.
How do you know he went there?
Because he was on TV with them. Like Hillsong is one of like the biggest TV churches. You know what I mean? Like that's where all the celebrities and stuff go. They either go to there or to Joe Osteen. What?
Is it like Scientology?
Well, they call it Christian, but it's like cool church. Like
Oh yeah, Hillsong Mega Church. I know which one you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
mega churches are always going to be fucking under investigation.
yeah, it's like hip church. All the youth pastors look like they dress like the skateboarder kids, and they have the popular sound of music, but it's all Jesus, whatever. They've been under investigation for a long time.
So it's the updated version of the Catholic Church, basically?
No, it's like a new born again Christian kind of stuff. It's like that church.
It's counterculture. That's what it is. It's counterculture.
It's
They're
like
just
that.
trying to appeal to like.
It's like that episode of King of the Hill where fucking Bobby goes to a cool church and they're all skateboarding and fucking listening to metal.
That's exactly. Targets is exactly right. It's the church that your parents like. Oh, see, look, they have earrings and they have rips in their jeans. They look cool. It's that kind of thing. If you watch one of their services, it looks like it looks just like a Justin Bieber concert with the lights on the stage and everything else. It's one of those kind of things.
They have a Satan sucks shirt.
Is it one of those
Jesus
illegal
rocks.
churches?
What?
What do you mean illegal?
You know, like the tax loop churches where they have all those fucking jets and fucking cars and shit?
Well, there's a lot of churches that are that way. I don't know if I don't know what. Like I said, I know they're being investigated. I don't know what for, but they were doing some questionable things. Apparently, it's one of those.
They're just money laundering.
Yeah, basically, is what it is.
It's like a charity. You know what I'm saying? They never fucking.
Well, it's just like when Kanye went to Joel Osteen's church. They were paying people to go there. Did y'all ever see the video of Joel Osteen and Kanye wearing the white robes and they were walking on water? Did you ever see that?
No, that sounds fucking ridiculous.
Okay, literally what they did. People paid to do this. They laid plexiglass like an inch under the water. And they were like, this is what it's like to be Jesus. And they would walk across the water with you. Yeah. Like, whenever Kanye was doing this whole I'm a Christian now thing, yeah, that was all a scam. Like, at the same time as he was doing that, he was making music videos with Marilyn Manson of a church on fire behind him. He was never a Christian. So,
was that the same year?
Yes, that was literally the same time.
Well, money talks.
So, oh, it's all bullshit.
Money talks, man, and they fucking manipulate.
Oh, it's all manipulation. I'm Christian. I do go to an actual church. It is what it is. But I'm not going to start throwing stones. But we're not charging people to come to an event. So
Impact Wrestling did that for a while. Paid you $28 to sit for 2 hours.
That's not enough money.
It was not.
You have to come up
And
with
you're the
more.
only one on the planet that knows that information. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit!
Damn. Just coming in hot.
Well, hang on, wait.
Oh, dude, I can't.
know-
Hey, I almost broke my ankle, so I'm not in the best of moods. So, hey, how we doing?
I know back during the Hogan days that when they were at Universal Studios, they were giving away free tickets, but I didn't know they were paying.
They should just give away the company.
Well, they film out of like
They bought it.
it looks like
He's
they
an
film
idiot.
out of a broom closet or something. It's not even that.
Oh shit! I gotta hop. Oh shit! Ah, there we go. Ha ha! I hopped over you, cocksucker.
Oh, Tex, I wanted to tell you something.
Oh man.
What's up?
If you are lucky enough to go see Hogan on a Monday, you get to see Jimmy Hart do karaoke, and then after that, Nick Hogan is a DJ.
No.
See, you didn't say the one Hogan that I would really love to see. That's real. I would pay to see that,
brother.
but I would like it to be like in a hotel room or something. And how much does that cost? Because that I will pay for.
Oh, I don't know.
Be on your life, buddy.
Remember what Linda Hogan charges?
Not
she
that
probably
much.
pays-
No,
She'd
no,
rather
no. You want to go for Brooke Hogan, the daughter.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Oh, you just have to be one of you just have to be Nick's friend, and then
She looks too much like him.
Linda Hogan will fuck you.
No.
Well, actually, I might get some money if I bang Linda Hogan. So yeah, I'm down with that. I'm willing to be a whore for the right amount of money.
Thanks,
Is
you should
Bubba the
go
Love
there
Sponge wife
and
still
dress up as Macho
fucking him?
Man.
Damn,
You
Linda
what?
Hogan.
Mega powers. Put
She's
Elizabeth
62,
in
she
like
still
an
looks-
Elizabeth sandwich.
And the Chris Benoit special.
Couple of needles.
Oh shit! Wow, Linda Hogan still looks good. She's banned. Oh shit!
She's banned from AEW.
everything.
Yeah.
From
I'm already-
WWE and AEW.
It was because of her tweet about Trump or something like that, or black people or something. I don't forget what she did.
Oh my god!
I forget what she did exactly. She tweeted something like, "Oh, it was some kind of George Floyd thing. Yeah, anti-George Floyd thing. Like,
Why would you ban Linda Hogan? You really think she's going to show up to that shitty little company?
to get points
Why,
for."
why would you do that?
Well, that's what Hogan was saying. Like what? We're not together. I don't even like her. Like, what does she have to like? So they banned the Hogans. They banned Hulk Hogan and him and her.
Because he has a bad reputation for what he did, or what he said, basically.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because Hulk Hogan's the only person who's ever said and did anything bad. We're no virgin shit. And we've never, committed any kind of sin in our life. So
I don't even know if Tony wasn't Cody Rhodes the one that said it originally, or was it Hogan?
Yeah, I was about to say. I would think it was Cody.
But I'm sure they really. I think Tony Khan said, "Well, she'll never be in. She's not allowed here," or something. It was just funny. It was like, what they banned? Like, why? Why would she ever have been there anyway? So it was weird.
Funny because she's not even with Hogan, and she just adopted his
Right.
fake name, fake last name.
Fake everything, man. But yeah, man.
That's stupid.
It was stupid. It was pretty dumb. Tex,
I'm leaving.
you want to see my ham sandwich, Tex?
Show me your ham sandwich. Or yourself out.
Clip
Show
that.
me your ham sandwich.
Tomorrow night is a big night. Tomorrow night is UFC night and it's Beat the Clock night. So it's both of them
Wow.
rolled
These are
into
getting
one.
shorter and shorter every week.
No, it's going to be I think it'll be well, it could be short, but you're right, because if it's I'll tell you what, you're right. If people don't keep it going tomorrow night, we could be off the air before UFC ends. That's a great point. Maybe I shouldn't start the clock until I don't know.
1:30.
Oh, hang on.
I don't know. All I know is I just fucking got here. Pretty soon, I'm gonna get here. 5 minutes, everything's gonna leave, and it'll be the last time you guys see me. That's gonna suck.
Motherfucker.
Are you still on here,
I want
Mustafa?
to spend more than 5 minutes with you, cocksuckers.
Well,
Jesus.
Nobody was even here for the first 2 hours. Like
I
Yeah,
was.
Sorry.
I was fucking working. I just
I'm in the
got
middle
up.
of life and death, so I'm.
what are you doing out
Sorry.
there? What are you
I
burying?
meant to be here like 3 fucking hours ago.
You burying bodies?
No, I wish.
Yo, Mr. White, what's the fucking blue, yo?
Well, it's
What
been
the fuck?
The only fucking way this shit gets easier is when I have a body to bury.
Well, I got to get up. I also have to work early Saturdays now, you know. And I don't think we've had a dono in over an hour. There hasn't had a dono in over an hour. There was nobody here to start the show, really. It was a couple of us. There was, you know, this creeper hostage was here. He was holding it down with me and Dan Kennedy.
Yeah,
Right on.
I'm still here, man. But you know,
hey,
God damn, I still would not know your voice, motherfucker. I'm sorry. Like, I still remember you from the fucking goddamn.
Do you remember?
Forever.
Didn't you? For a while, wasn't it hostage situation?
yeah, that was no, that was the name because you remember back in when Monetize This was at episode 100. You said you were gonna end it. You're gonna bring in a new show and whatnot. That show was out of nowhere, but
you wanted hostage. You were like, call it
I thought
hostage.
the creeper hostage
situation.
thing was way before that because I was long gone by then.
No,
I remember the creeper hostage thing way back.
He wanted me to call it hostage situation.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He would.
Yeah,
He
but
would.
you know.
I don't remember if he
That's
would donate
crazy.
or he would just say it, but he over and over was like, "Make it hostage situation."
Dude, he was over with the audience.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he was like 12 or whatever, but he was like the most over motherfucker in the chat. It was crazy.
No, I started watching Joe when I was 12. That was like what, 13?
That's bad.
Yeah, we're not we didn't do it. It's your fault. Whatever you've done
Holy
since
shit!
then.
How old are you, dude?
I'm 18 now, so
18 now.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah, baby.
You know what? You don't know something real fucked up? That means he was born in 2004.
no.
Oh my god, I feel
Oh, I can't do that.
I almost have kids as old. That's fucking.
Hey, fuck it.
Yeah, my Gavin. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, Gavin's 12, bro. He's like, no, yeah.
I have a 14 and 15-year-old. Like, this is fucking. Holy shit.
Hide him from Bullfrog.
Yeah, but they have a family.
If he if he were to ever show up, I would just go full on Uvalde up his ass. I would.
Hey, but Joe, you know what? Asher's actually on hold right now. That's another dude.
Oh my god.
Asher would
What
donate
the fuck? Are we
hundreds,
getting all our karma from whatever you
hundreds of
sons
dollars
of
from
bitches
his
have done?
parents' credit cards, dude.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah, I never donated because I didn't
His
have any
grandma
source of
never
income.
got her credit card back or her credit.
Yeah, bring him in. Bring Asher in.
He used to do that. What the fuck?
Yeah, he used
I had to
donate
ban
like
his thing. I had to goddamn ban his fucking
Fucking
card.
Gators. Who the fuck is that?
I remember
Dude,
that.
that was crazy. Good times.
Yeah.
Fuck
But
yeah.
all that hostage situation stuff, it's all dead. It's
Oh god, I thought that was a big fucking rat.
time for a
Okay.
change now, you know.
Gainesville full of whores.
Hey, gainful employment is whores.
Right.
Hang on. Where are the whores at in Florida? I'm asking for.
All over the
Gainesville.
place.
Gainesville.
Oh shit! I figure you could just go down any intersection after a certain hour, like a pit stop.
Well, whores of Gainesville, Florida, prepare yourself.
There's a 24-hour place. There's a 24-hour place called Cafe Risque. It's in Mycanopy. That's where River Phoenix's
What a name.
ashes are. And they're open 24 hours. You can get breakfast while you watch fucking Rednecks dance. And
Cafe, this is gay. That's what I want to go to again.
Make sure
Drinking some
the
tap
whiskey is plentiful, the beer is cold, and the whores
whiskey on my front
get good
porch.
blowjobs.
I see Maud on the fucking things working on my dick.
What in God's name?
It's a fucking slutty whore, man. I shoot that fucking deer.
Well, I've got like 2 days in Daytona Beach, so I'm gonna need something to preoccupy my time. So, whores of Daytona.
Well, come on. Maybe if
No
you're
titty
around
life.
tomorrow night for Beat the Clock, jump on tomorrow night for Beat the Clock, baby.
I will, because you know what? We're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over some UFC, baby. Go
Well-
over Texiera versus fucking Jiri,
might.
baby. That's what's up.
UFC. I'm ready to eat your fucking PUSSY out.
Hey, what are your
tomorrow.
thoughts on fucking what's his name? Jake Paul and fucking the price and stuff. Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
said,
and the Rangers
fights
beat
are
the
on
Bills
their
tomorrow
way,
night.
you know.
Suicide Forest. And stay
Lightning
there.
win tomorrow.
Let's go. Let's hang him at the end of the Boston race.
No,
Whatever
the Japanese forest. That's what.
Yeah! My fucking Discord is doing that thing again. I just got booted out again almost. It flashed. It does that. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens. But you guys see it all the time, right? Like, you guys don't get booted out and you see me disappear, right?
No, you're here. You're here.
That's so weird. I don't know why that happens.
No,
but-
I see you go. It goes real quick.
Yep. I see it. That's crazy. All right. Well, you keep it wet, baby. I'll see you tomorrow night before my Discord's crapping out. Fucking Discord, man. It's so fucked. All right. Tex, good to hear from you, man. Hey, don't kill anybody at work, all right? That's security guard. And same thing with you, Creeper. Oh, there it goes. I knew it was going to freeze. Fucking Discord. And I can reopen it, but it takes like a minute to reopen. Fuck it. Fuck reopening it. Re-enter.
Oh my god, die.
Oh my god, die.
Oh my god, die.
Fucking Steph Curry, why'd you have to do that to us tonight? What'd you do to us, Steph Curry, you fuck? Steph Curry fucked us up tonight, man. 2-2. It's going 7. I mean, I thought it would go 7 from the beginning, so hey, it's going fucking 7, man. It's gotta be. That's what they wanted. You know what I mean? You know, whoever wins. I mean, the fucking Warriors could win. It's still going 7. I'll tell you what, though. That'll irritate the fuck out of me if the Warriors win because, like, come on, man. We got to beat the goddamn LA fucking... We're tied. We need to get ahead of them again. You know what I mean? Ugh. Tomorrow night is Beat the Clock. And we'll see if the show's 30 minutes or if it goes longer. Last week, the show was about 3 hours, I think it was. 4 hours? I don't remember. Week before that, it was pretty long, and it was 9 hours. Week before that, it was fucking crazy. So we'll see what happens. Plus, it's a UFC night, so hopefully we'll get to watch the UFC. You know what I mean? If we do keep beating the clock, you know? And we'll have fun watching the UFC tomorrow night right here on JCS. Thank you for being here. Kind of a quiet night, so don't know what was going on tonight, but wrap it up. Zip it up and zip it out. This was a bad day today. Fucking nobody could get their shit figured out at work. Yeah, the UFC card doesn't look too good. I mean, it's like whatever. It's all right, but I mean, all you hope is that the fights are good. You know what I mean? If the fights are good, then we'll be fine, you know? But for the look of it, that's not the best looking card. Adam Talmage. Worst UFC card in a hot minute. Doesn't look very good. Let's hope the fights end up being good though, because that's the only way it's good.
Worst UFC card in a hot minute.
Could be true. I'm concerned about it, looking at it. If I don't know who almost anybody is, that's when I'm like, uh-oh. You know? See you tomorrow night. I'll be on as soon as I get home, depending on how late I'm out. Which you never know now with this fucking schedule I have.